Welcome to Dice Tales. We are so excited to have you all here, and we are ready to rock out our one-shot quarantine stream that you guys have helped us create characters and story alike. So we are going to get this thing rocking right here, right now.
Brooke, real quick, if I could jump in. Did
Yes.
we scooch up in our windows a smidge?
We did scooch in our windows a smidge. I am not sure
take care of that real
what
quick?
happened, but I will work on that in a second here.
Everybody slouch.
Everybody duck real low just for a second.
I mean, this is fitting to my character.
This is the figuring it out stream. Welcome everyone.
Well, that's
totally okay.
interesting, but we're working on it here.
Don't worry, troubleshooting is the time.
It's true. Okay, well then, while I work on getting this fixed, would somebody like to talk about our donation situation tonight?
Yeah, sure thing.
All right.
Let's see. Brad, how about you do that?
Sure. So this one shot is a result of a fundraiser that we did for Dog Story Theater several months back at this point. I believe it was like February, March time. Since the COVID-19 crisis, Dog Story has currently lost its performance venue. It still exists as a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we are hoping to raise some donations to help them cover some storage fees for equipment, as well as eventually put first month's rent down on a new space once live theater is able to happen again. So if you guys can help us out, please check out the bit.ly link at the top of the screen, DST Donations 2020. We'll also post that periodically into the chat. Anything that you can give is greatly appreciated. We thank you guys for your support so far, and we hope you continue to back us up.
All right, thanks, Brad. How's that look, everybody? Feel a little more
looking better.
Squared
We're
and
still
center?
a little high on Brad's. It's still a little high on
Oh,
Chuck.
sorry, I missed some people
It's okay.
here.
No, it's fine.
We're high on
This
Brad.
is the time to shake out the kinks.
Oops, sorry to stretch your face.
Welcome. Oh.
There
Look
he
at
is.
that. Look at
There
that.
he is. All right. I mean, don't we all want to see more of Brad's face? Let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be real.
Why did Brad freeze? Okay.
Sorry.
Well, other things we want to talk about, we've got our regular sponsors in line here too. So we want to thank, as always, Gaming Paper. As you can see at the bottom of our screen is our big helper, always giving us lots of supplies when we can play in person together for awesome gaming paper and also modules and things of that kind too. So you might want to keep an eye out. We might be doing some one-shots of their design as well. And Brad, you want to talk about Character Case now that I've fixed your face?
We're also sponsored by Character Case, our friends at charactercase.com. Make these handy-dandy, travel-safe things for all your D&D and tabletop role-playing stuff. Check them out. I'm not going to open it because all my stuff's going to fly out here on camera. I got a little window. But yeah, awesome stuff for when you get to go and play D&D with your friends in person and make sure you don't lose anything.
We love Character Case. And our other, the shout out is always to Sirenscape, who provides our awesome sound effects, music, all of the above, giving a little bit of magic behind the scenes. We love Sirenscape too. And Carrie, you want to do our special thank you for our stream,
of course,
baby edition?
Yes. We would like to give a big special thanks to Mini Terrain Domain, MTD, Jake in particular, Jake Norman. We have taken to calling you in our private conversations our stream dad, because God bless you, man. We have used your videos in so much of getting ready for tonight, and we just really, really wanted to thank you. So if you guys are looking for another great channel on Twitch, look up Mini Terrain Domain or MTD Mutada. And they're pretty awesome too.
Heck yeah. A few of you at home were people who participated in our Dog Story fundraiser, where we were trying to help Dog Story make it through quarantine and all of that time, which we're all still very heartbroken about losing the space, but the dream of Dog Story lives on, so that's why we're here today. But if you donated, you might have received an action point, which you would have gotten a message on Facebook about. You can use that tonight, not just in our regular show and campaign. So if you'd like to use an action point, you can use it right in the chat by just typing action point. But then you will need to identify yourself so that I can mark that you have used yours. So what that allows is to re-roll any die that I roll or that the players roll throughout the entire session. So if they say, I rolled a 1, you can yell out action point and allow them to get a re-roll on that. Or you can be really mean and they rolled a nat 20 and then you can make them action point it. The choice is up to you guys.
They would not do that. How dare you even insinuate such a
You want to
thing?
watch us squirm.
All right, and I think our final shout out is to our friends who are doing a Kickstarter right now. Did we link that in the chat as well?
I'm just about to.
So TJ Corbett has provided some character art for us in the past, and he's currently doing a Kickstarter right now for Into the Runaverse, which is a 5e series and campaign world. So there's a lot of information on it that you can see and check out in the link. So go support them too. And that's going to be something that he's hoping to hire some like local writers and artists as well from Grand Rapids. Okay. Finally, my special thank you is we had a randomly drawn contest winner for this one shot who got to help me plot it out. So she came up with the storyline that you will be seeing this evening, and her name is Delaney Carter. So whatever misadventures befall you all, you can all blame Delaney, and I am merely the vessel through which her will is enacted upon you all, clearly.
She on?
She won't be able to watch live. She'll be watching after the fact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And as we said, every single one of the player characters in this corn stream were assigned to the players by our top donors from the fundraiser. So they were able to pick the race and class, and some of them gave some more specific demands as well that you guys are...
Really got creative.
My God, that's a very polite word for what they got. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mine was pretty open-ended.
So, with all that said, I think we're ready to get started. Are you guys feeling ready?
Definitely so.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready as I'm gonna be.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So, stepping away from the sort of dramatic landscape that is our Dice Tales campaign world, where you are all engaged in a very long-standing cliffhanger for maybe the fate of the world. Here we are instead in a very small village called Murkwell, and we find ourselves zooming in on the old Grasshopper Tavern, which on this evening is bustling with activity. And this place is crowded to the max. It is thrumming with activity and people who have stuffed every seat. Instead of round tables, there's almost like cafeteria-style long wooden tables throughout. There's some nice candelabras that are hanging above to try to give it an air of class, but it's kind of offset by the decor otherwise, which is a lot of animal heads that were poached from the nearby wildwoods. Many antlers in the decor. Gaston would be so proud. Liquor flows very freely, and Big Maxine, the proprietor, is incredibly stressed out with keeping up with all of the customers. And there are racks of bottles behind the bar, and we see that there is a bartender with busy hands who is quickly shifting between these bottles here and there. And at this point, two figures kind of sidle up to the bar at the same time. So let's start with Carrie. Why don't you tell us a description of your character and also who helped you design the character as well?
All right. This character was created in conjunction between me and Miss Molly Vanderwest. Good golly, Miss Molly. I am an adorable little halfling. I have black hair, which I am wearing kind of plaited back on the sides, but not so much on the top, like that one cool chick from Vikings. And I have green eyes that are so green they just about glow. I'm wearing leather armor, more or less plain, except for the tabard I am wearing over it, which rather hastily on it in a green dye says, "I heart Kurlak." I bought it at the last show. Did that in a minute. It has all the tour dates on the back of the tabard. In my belt, not really hidden, is an honest-to-goodness gun. Because, as Miss Molly Vander West indicated, I'm a gunslinger. Her stance invokes almost a bulldog, like she's spent most of her life ready for a fight. After some struggle, she makes it up onto a stool and calls the bartender over and I need a pumpkin ale, right? You got that on the house tonight, yeah?
Pumpkin ale. Yeah. I think we got a pumpkin ale. Let me check the back. So you want this pumpkin spice, the seasonal one?
Of course I want the pumpkin spice. It's seasonal.
All right.
too.
Two
A tiny
pumpkins.
voice pipes up, probably barely visible over the bar. The bartender has to lean a bit over to notice. So, Ross, why don't you describe your character for us?
Well, his name is Dunpip Aleslosh. He's about 3'5", so he has to kind of like sit up on the chair. He has neon green hair flowing from behind a the kind of visors from medieval helmets, like the part that slides down here. He just has that around his head, and it doesn't really fit. And he has a pair of goggles with a couple of magnifying glasses that he can pin down, and he has matching green mutton chops and a goatee. And then he's wearing more so earthy tones. He's kind of goblin core in that way. Wearing a vest and an overcoat and a bunch of little charms that hang from his ears, a necklace, a bracelet, and he has big, curious cerulean eyes. And he's just kind of adorable in a teddy bear kind of way. And yeah, he just has a very curious and large smile.
All right. So he speaks up as well, and finally the bartender takes notice of where that came from.
Down here.
You old enough to be in here?
I'm old. Excuse me, I'm probably older than you.
All right. You probably checks out. Okay.
Do you see this
Pumpkin
glorious facial
spice.
here?
Yeah, okay, very nice.
And for a moment, the gnome here gets elbowed by a young man who's sporting what looks almost like a mohawk. He's got a very round face and his hair just slicked up in the middle here. And he just is pushed back into you, and he clearly has a very empty flagon of ale that he has already downed. And he says,
Oh,
"Hi,
excuse me.
are you here to see Kurlak?
Oh,
What do you think?
Am I here to see Kurlak?
Do you guys
He
think,
asked if we're here to see Kurlak.
do you guys think that Kurlak's gonna give out autographs this time?"
Well, I personally know Kurlak, so
What?
yeah, I might be able to work something out.
Make a bluff check, please.
Not no Kurlak, sir.
Oh, I know everything there is to know about Kurlak without actually knowing Kurlak.
Right.
Close
That's
personal friend.
That's a 15.
A 15? Okay. For a moment, he squints at you through a drunken haze before he finally is like, "Can you get me back there to talk to him?"
No,
If
hey.
you pay for my ale.
Really? Yeah, what do you want? And he just slaps his hand down on the counter, and he's like, bartender, get this guy anything.
At this point, Jay is just like pinching the bridge of her nose because this has happened before, and we're gonna get into a fight. I know it, and I'm not thrilled. Not thrilled.
And he's just like slapping a hole of gold down and just snapping at the bartender, trying to get his attention. He's like, this is urgent! My whole life I've been waiting for this moment!
Never mind. Sorry. My brain went empty.
Well, what do you want to drink, man?
A pumpkin ale, please.
Alright, get this gentleman a pumpkin ale of the finest quality.
We only got the one quality.
Well,
This one's pretty good.
We'll take that one then.
Sounds good.
Maybe
2
a clean
fucking
glass.
Spiced ales.
Alright.
Ooh.
So,
I'll check the back.
and he turns back to you and he's like, my name's Benedict, and whatever, like if it's gonna be afterwards, you just grab me, it's fine, and I won't let anybody know that we get to go backstage. And you would notice there's not so much a backstage it is a tavern. There's a stairway that goes up to a second floor, but there's not exactly like a green room in here.
Oh my god. As soon as Benedict presumably walks away, I pat my buddy on the shoulder and like, hey, Pip, we're not finding him after the show, right? We're just gonna get out of here after the show.
Oh
right?
heavens, no, it's all a prank.
Of course, yeah. Okay, I figured. I just didn't want to say anything, just in case, you wanted me to keep my mouth shut. So, there we go.
Alright, so for a moment, we're going to cut to an unusual figure who is pushing their way through the crowd to try to find their way near the front of the stage. So, Brad, would you please describe your character for us?
So he's not exactly a tall individual, though, because of what appears to be a large red and white spotted hat. He looks more daunting than he is. His skin is sort of a pale off-white color. He's clad in really like mossy rags. Like he spent way too much time in the woods and, hasn't had a clean pair of clothes in maybe years. He's carrying over one shoulder a burlap sack, which is just like trembling and shaking like there's something living inside. And he simply finds his way to the front and sits down and waits patiently, just occasionally like nudging the burlap sack with his foot, trying to get it to stop wiggling, waiting for the show to start.
Well, the other patrons here are so focused on either their booze or the stage and waiting for Kurlak to appear that they crit failed and nobody notices your moving sack whatsoever or takes notice of it. They think that's just normal and fine. All right, so you would hear as Maxine would call out and she would say, all right, show's about to begin. Everybody get in your places. And people just start like pushing towards the stage. So, Aggie, your chair is actually almost knocked over from behind as people are just like moving through you to try to get right up close to where the stage area
watch
is.
it. I'm sitting here.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
Seat, dude. Just like chill, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fair warning, none of us were aware of any of our character decisions really before this.
Namely,
Character
the voices.
decisions or voices.
voices.
We're all
Or voices.
held off for reveal.
I love it.
Alright, so it seems like the show's going to be starting soon. What are the two of you doing over there at the bar?
Pip and I are so little that we know we don't really have to be in a rush because we can just go zip, zip, zip through people's legs like croquet rickets.
There is that.
And so we just kind of take our time, I assume.
All right, so you guys slowly start pushing your way through the crowd. You can make an escape artist check to kind of like try to get through the little holes, or just a dexterity if you don't have any of
Okay.
that.
All right.
I also want to be casting Mage Hand.
Just subtly
Like-
push people.
Like kind of like the and like tapping them on the opposite shoulder and stuff like that. It's-
Amazing. I got a 5 for the dex check. Off to a solid start.
That's an 18 for
Oh!
Nesbit.
Luckily, Pip is sort of like leading the way by just right getting people to like turn and look and kind of create an opening that the two of you can sneak through, or like spilling somebody's beer with a little mage hand push to get them to move out into the right direction. So with his ingenuity, you guys actually make it up to the front as well, near to where this strange mushroom man sits as well. And at this point, you would hear there's a sort of hush that's beginning to fall over the crowd because Maxine is going around and turning out some of the lights by snuffing a few of them here and there. And then the door upstairs on the balcony opens. And Liz, you may describe your character as they step out onto the balcony.
All right. Well, shout out to Cody Colvin for the character concept. So you see a rather hulking figure, about a little over 7 feet tall, step out onto the balcony. He's got grayish green skin, gray eyes. He's got black hair that's about shoulder length, but it's slicked back into a ponytail. It's kind of like low on the nape of his neck. It's a little greasy, but he's trying. He's pretty well built. Not like bodybuilder built. He's not like he's a half orc. So, but he's maybe a little not runty because he's tall, but he maybe doesn't have the muscles of your standard barbarian half orc. He does have very prominent tusks. He's got a row of gold rings running up his right ear, and he's dressed somewhat for an orc flamboyantly. He's wearing yellow breeches. They're not super puffy, but they are slashed. There's some blue accents underneath. He's got brown
Awesome.
leather boots on that you can tell were once pretty fine, but now they're kind of scuffed and worn. But he's trying to take as good of care of them as he can. He's got a brown jacket with blue cuffs and some fancy scroll work embroidered, kind of like up and down the opening. And you notice that the design of the embroidery kind of matches there's a tattoo peeking out the side of his collar, kind of it's totally black, and it's just kind of like an intricate spiky design. Let's see. Oh, he's also wearing he's got this blue sling. It's tied around his shoulder to rest on his left hip, and it looks pretty full, this sling does. But you can't really see what's in it. So then he starts. I'm assuming the stage is downstairs. Or is it
Yeah, so
upstairs?
you will dramatically be able to walk down.
He kind of stumps down this. He looks like he's trying to be graceful, but there's just not a lot of grace there, so it's a little stumpy.
Yep, each step
A little bit.
coming down seems to get
And
the crowd's
in unison,
excitement.
The crowd
Kinda
starts
waves at
stomping
the crowd.
every step of Kurlat.
Tugs at his jacket.
Garrick is just gonna nudge Nespip and say, "Man, can you believe this guy? Such a poser."
Are you kidding? He's one of the greatest geniuses around here.
I put my hand on Nespip's chest and push him back a little bit and look over at Aggie. I'm like, "What did you just say?"
Cruelty to animals isn't cool, man.
He loves Trevor with all of his heart.
And at that point, the
Let me
crowd
at him! Let me at him!
parts a bit to the side of where you guys are having this tiny altercation. and Kurlak makes it up onto the stage.
And there's
He's going.
there's a single stool on the stage, so he kind of sits down heavily. Okay. First, he'll sit down first.
Yeah. Let it
He'll
build.
kind of wave at the crowd, and then, hello. Glad y'all could join me today. Hope there's a lot of fans out there. You've never heard me before.
You go
Trevor!
ape shit.
Kind of preens. If you've never heard me before, you're in for a treat.
Yes.
Cast Mage Hand and make this.
Too, man.
Jay is screaming out the name of a song that nobody else in the bar knows, but Pip and I know because it's from Kurlak's early work.
Before Kurlak was cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true.
So,
Arguably his more inspired work.
Agreed. Before the fame got to him.
Mm-hmm.
Kurlak opens the kind of peels open the sling at his waist, and he kind of scoops his arm in, and out comes a giant slug.
With a horrible
strains himself out.
squelching sound
Very much so.
out onto the stage.
And he sets the slug down in his lap. Oi! This is Trevor! If you ain't met him, he's the best.
Trevor!
Free Trevor.
Trevor is bae.
Trevor rolls onto his back, so he's laying across Kurlak's legs, and Kurlak kind of winds up, and then he starts pounding this like kind of a tribal beat. He's definitely drumming, but it's a very squishy sound. There's some slime flying as he goes.
Yes.
Uh.
Go ahead.
Front row is the splash zone.
Yeah.
The front row is definitely the splash zone. At some points, this song has a little bit of lyrics, so at some points there's some guttural grunting in Orc.
It's like Guar.
Yeah, so most people don't understand the lyrics, but he's clearly like, he is like, he means it. Whatever the song is about, he means it.
And Kurlak, go ahead and roll your perform check to see.
Yes.
Can I roll it as sing or as percussion?
You can roll one of each.
Just slapping the old slug.
All right, well, percussion is a 14.
Okay.
Nice, very nice.
And, sing is a 27.
Oh, those vocals
Right.
though.
Jay is openly weeping in the front row.
Nest Pip actually has like a notebook, and he's like feverishly taking down notes in shorthand, just watching in utter amazement.
There's like
I'm
a
just eating it up.
90-year-old woman with really leathery skin and some like tattoos on her face or something, like pounding on the edge of the stage. Yeah! Yeah!
Yes! I love
It seems to have brought together young and old, except for one voice that
You're
continues.
singing the song of the oppressed, man.
And
Do I hear him?
you can make a perception check as he has continued to shout out these derogatory things about your performance.
16.
Yes, as you're taking a vocal break during an extended drumming solo, you would hear Agaricus yell out,
Slugs have feelings too.
Oh my god.
What did you say? Who said that?
I did. Slugs have feelings too, man.
and
in the
Kind
song
of
of the
like
oppressed.
saddles over a little bit.
And as the drumming stops for a moment for Kurlak to say this, people start to turn and stare at the strange mushroom man and say, Hey, let him play!
If you could hear what I hear, man, you would understand that this is torture. This is cruelty.
Oh my god.
It's
I would like to
subversive.
use my spell-like ability to cast auditory hallucination on the crowd.
Whoa!
The whole crowd?
All of
Everybody within a 20-foot radius of me.
So, Mako, what's the will save?
The will save on that is hold on. I wrote this down somewhere.
Jay Grace's hand is inching towards her pistol because this is
15.
the best show.
15. All right. So go ahead and make will saves if you are like near him, which you are all
Am
close.
I also making this save?
Yeah, you're within 20 feet because he's up front. So
I got a 17. Screw you, Aggie.
11.
Aggie, can you explain what it is that you are making them think they hear? For example, Pip.
Yeah, so as he casts this auditory hallucination, spores come out of his mushroom top and kind of are inhaled by the audience. And then every time that Kurlak beats down on the poor slug, there's just this blood-curdling scream that they all hear, and it sounds like this poor animal is being tortured.
No!
Jay Grace masks up
I'm
and
not hearing
immediately, like, moves Nest Pip off to the side and says, I don't know what you're trying to pull, but I suggest you shut up so we can all watch Kurlak.
I
Kurlak,
just thought it was subversive.
Kurlak, did you fail your will save or not?
Yeah, I sure did.
So as
But
you go to continue on the drum,
Well,
you...
I had stopped already.
Yeah. Well, if you resume, you will also hear the blood-curdling screams.
All right. So right now I'm standing up and I'm facing Aggie, and I roll Trevor onto his belly and I kind of face him in that direction. And I say, "Boy, Trevor, tell him this is your calling."
And you hear in your head, I hate my life.
Oh, shit!
And well, I'm making so then in a lower voice I say, "Yeah, that's right. What? This is."
Are you gonna attempt to do ventriloquism or?
I mean, I'm trying, but I'm not good at
I
ventriloquism.
will allow
so-
it to be a bluff check.
Jesus.
That's a 17.
17. All right. Most of the crowd seems to go, Trevor speaks, and just sort of accept that, and a ripple of thunderous shock runs through the crowd.
I have a
Yeah.
really uncertain expression on my face, though, because I heard in my head, I hate my life.
Yes. And you have never heard Trevor speak to you before, especially not telepathically inside of your mind.
I heard in
He's a
faces.
super intelligent being. I grab Aggie. Does Aggie wear clothes?
Yeah, he's got, foresty rags on.
Okay, I grab him by the foresty rags and I say, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. You can just go watch another show.
It's not me who doesn't want to be here, man. It's the slug.
Well, I don't want you here.
And Benedict, your friend over there, is making his way to you guys to defend you because he sees his new buds are going to get him backstage, kind of getting in a little brawl. And he comes up and he just shoves Aggie from behind, kind of violently. And he says, "Hey, don't you start stuff with my friends."
And I will hold up my burlap sack, which is just going insane right now, and say, "Hey, man, I've got a badger, and I'm not afraid to use it."
What? You a
So
bag?
weird
You got
Is
a
that-
We see you got
is
a
that-
bag.
Isn't that animal cruelty?
No,
You're
man.
keeping him in a
he
bag.
put it in there.
Yeah, that's cruel. And he reaches out to grab the edge of the sack to try to pull it away from you. So you can make an opposed strength check with
Oh,
Benedict.
no.
He got a 16.
I will just let the bag come open and let Grumbles jump out and attack this guy in the face.
All right, he rips it open, and a large badger jumps out of the bag right onto him, and he screams bloody murder. Is the badger attacking him or just sort of latching on?
No, the badger's gonna go for 2 claw and 1 bite attack.
All right, we'll give that a surprise round because he was very drunk.
As this is happening, I'm kind of like petting Trevor and trying to whisper to him. I'm not so good at the whisper either, but wait, Trevor, we gotta finish this show, all right? Can we talk about this later? No, you felt that way. Why didn't you tell me? This is a really bad time to tell me.
We already got the rider.
All right,
Yeah, start the show again.
what were those attacks there, Brad?
It was a 17, a 14, and an 11.
All of those will hit this unarmed young man who has come to enjoy a concert.
Okay.
Oh god.
He's not wearing any armor. He's got like an old ragged vest. Like otherwise, he's just like a bare chest.
Let's be honest, it's not the first time there's been a death at a Kurlak show, but it's never been quite like this.
All right, that'll be 3 bite damage. And
The badger sinks its teeth right into his shoulder. He lets out a
and 6 claw damage as Grumbles just goes to work.
and that will be enough to the badger just takes him straight down onto the ground and he passes out from the fear or the pain. We don't know. But either way, we're all gonna roll an initiative for the moment.
Oh god, no. Oh god. Oh, why do I always choke on initiative? All right.
Oh man.
Oh.
Do you want to do roll call, Brooke?
Yeah, so is the bartender gonna get involved in this fight, Chuck?
You know, it's not really his style.
Alright, he'll just stay back.
Just
and
another
observe.
night at the Grasshopper.
Yeah, no, you can't get involved in every fight here at the Grasshopper.
What's the bartender's name, Chuck?
Ted Mixington.
Yeah, obviously. Clearly.
He's
Kurlak,
a
what did you get?
mixologist.
19.
19. Alright. Okay, and Nesbit?
Natural 1, baby.
Natural
Oh.
1?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you were not expecting a sudden badger-related accident happening. Well, I guess accident maybe is not the right word.
Attack.
And I am
Badger attack.
and I am way too intrigued by all this. I'm just taking
Just
notes
like,
on this.
wow, fascinating. All right, Jay.
I got a 9.
All right, 9.
Nueve.
And Aggie.
I got a 0. I rolled a natural 2 minus 2. However, Grumbles the Badger got 21.
Heck yeah!
Jesus Christ! He's of course the badger.
Okay, so
Any
as
badger don't care.
Benedict hits the floor, there's a half a beat of dead silence as people are just staring and trying to process, and then abruptly the entire bar seems to just break out into a fight. And so at that point the badger can react to the sudden chaos happening around. So Grumbles is up first.
No.
Is there anybody that looks particularly menacing?
Have him do a perception check or a sense motive. Either one is okay.
Okay.
The short answer is yes. Yes, there are.
13 perception check.
If there's people around him, including this halfling and this gnome, so it's a badger. It's not.
He's gonna just
The
reel
best
back
concerning.
and leap full force at the halfling.
Okay.
Claws out, teeth open, with a badger snarl. He's not raging yet, but
But he's thinking about it.
He's
Thinking
a
about
barbarian
he'll
badger.
go, full
A
attack. again.
bargebarian.
2 claws, 1 bite.
A badge-barian?
A badgebarian. That's what he is. Okay. Hit me, badger. Badger.
Guys, I have
badger,
never
badger.
rolled this in my entire life.
Oh God.
It is 3 natural ones.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 20s, and I was like, well, Carrie, it's been fun.
Jay Grace is lucky. We can do it.
All right, so 3 critical failures on a natural attack. So the badger
Awesome.
man.
leaps at Jay Grace, but Jay is very fast, like faster than the badger expects, and like manages to juke right out of the way. And so what the badger does instead is hit the edge of the stage, and a ton of dust like comes up in a huge cloud from the stage that has not been swept very well because they've been very busy here. So I'm gonna need all of you guys who are right there. So Kurlak's above it, but the 3 of you to make a fortitude save or be blinded by this cloud of dust.
What does the fortitude save mean?
It is a 14 DC.
Shut
I rolled
up.
a 14.
I didn't make it.
I got a 12.
So Nesbip and Jay Grace, and it gets you right in the eyes. So for a moment, for the next round, you are unable to really see what's going on. And then the badger's not done. There's more happening here. In the process of doing that, he also sort of like smashed his snout against the side of the stage, and you hear something crunch as some sort of bone, perhaps, that should not have gotten knocked out of place does so. So he will take 1 constitution damage from that critical failure. And then, of course, that leap and getting knocked in the face knocks him back flat onto his badger back, and he is knocked prone and just sort of laying there, stunned for a moment on the floor.
Hey, man. Grumbles, you okay, dude?
Hey,
That looked pretty gnarly.
he grumbles.
Kurlak, you see that happening, like not very far away from you. You see the dust cloud go up and everyone's staring down at this badger on the ground. What do you do?
Well, could I tell who was fighting the badger?
Make a perception check.
Well, that would be a 3.
No, you have no idea. Now there's a dust cloud in the way, so it's really hard to tell what's happening down there.
Well, I'm pretty offended.
That's out loud.
No, he doesn't really say that out loud.
But we can feel it. We can feel
It
it.
would be much angrier if he said it out loud. So he's pretty angry. I'm pretty angry at the little weird mushroom cap dude. I feel like I'm still a little uncertain as to whether I actually heard Trevor talking to me. No, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna try to have. I'm gonna try to talk to. I'm still trying to talk to Trevor.
Okay, so you're trying
get him
to
to tell me.
communicate with Trevor, see if you can get anything out of him.
Man. Can we keep going? I have to walk off the stage.
The show must go on. But he just looks at you with his...
And then I have the slug pressed to my ear, trying to hear something.
It's a little slimy, but it's a comforting slime. You guys are very close. Jay Grace, you're up.
Okay, I am blind, and so I'm just kind of like, I pull out my rapier, and I just kind of, I don't know anybody around me, and I go, hey, Pip, duck! And I just start kind of slashing wildly at where I remember Aggie being.
Okay, so roll an attack, and I'll roll whether you miss or not.
Okay, can duty. Here we go. Ooh, well, that's a nat 1.
Oh,
Wow.
We rule, guys.
The crit fails are flying already. Okay, so what happens is that actually your rapier flies out of your hand through the crowd, and
No!
you hear it clatter to the ground, but it's in the middle of all these people throwing punches and stuff, and now they're just stepping over it like wildly. So that's fun. You've lost your weapon, and at this point the crowd is getting all riled up, and you would see there's some people like climbing on tables and then like jumping at each other and grabbing glasses. One guy reaches back behind the bar and like grabs a bottle right out of Ted Mixington's hand and uses it to smash against somebody else's face. And poor Big Maxine is like, "Oh, everybody, we're here for a show! Don't forget what you're here for!" And she's like, "Y'all gotta pay for that!" But nobody's listening. Nobody's stopping. If anything, they seem to be enjoying the concert more for a moment.
Yeah,
And
this is what Kurlak inspires. This is why we love the show.
the craziness
It's so
continues. But the scrappy old woman, like, she turns to Aggie, who is nearby, and she's sort of moving the dust out of her face too, and she says, "Why did you have to ruin the show for everybody?" And she just whaps you on the shoulder, but it's not very hard. It's just like, and then it starts to draw other people's attention directly to you all. So, Pip is just standing there staring this round, so that makes it Aggie's turn.
Aggie will run over to the stage and scoop up the injured badger and cast a Cure Light Wounds on him.
Aww.
Hey, man, I told you, you gotta go easy. Make love, not war, bro.
Well, the badger is making ferocious badger noises in response.
He's so pissed. He's so pissed. He lives in a bag.
His bag.
Alright, and that brings us back to Grumble's turn as he gets your healing. Just pour it right down his gullet like a baby.
Come on, a bird.
Grumbles is just going to, like, kind of look around panicked and, like, burrow into Aggie's arms.
Oh.
He doesn't like that he got hurt.
Alright, Kurlak, as the dust begins to clear, you could make another perception check.
17.
17? Alright, now you can kind of see what's happening, and you see this mushroom man nursing a badger who clearly was behind what just happened and who started all of this nonsense, and you could make out who it is who brought the badger as well. And it's your turn.
Am I still hearing Trevor, like the fake Trevor, talk to me?
No, because Aggie's been busy, so he hasn't been talking
Okay.
to you. No response from Trevor.
All right. So I look down at Aggie and, "Boy, you there? Trevor ain't said that. He just said he was fine. And he's mad. He's mad at you. You made him lie." And point my finger at him and cast Hideous Laughter.
Ooh! Alright, make a will save, Brad. What's the DC on that?
It's 14.
Aggie?
That'll be a 16.
Ooh!
So he saved.
Whatever we do next time, I'm making an I Heart Kurlak shirt for real. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna do it. It's happening.
That's gotta go on the store.
I just had
Yes.
to interject.
That's gotta go on the Teespring.
On the
Can I,
Teespring.
as a free action, because she's drawn my attention back to Kurlak, make the auditory hallucination continue?
Yes, you can.
So now you just hear the sound of a slug just weeping quietly.
Do I get a new save
God.
against that? Or do I not ever get a new
Good
save?
question.
It lasts for a minute.
Yeah, so
But
it's
is
it's
it like every round? Do I get a
still
I
going
can
right
make you
now.
whatever you want for
Yes.
the duration of the spell if you fail to save.
See, look, we already have one person who buy an I Love Kurlak shirt.
Yeah, right? See?
So
Me too.
I just look back down confused at Trevor.
Alright, Jay.
You said
All right. Oh, Bob. I feel so bad.
Kurlak seems very upset.
I kind of like blink. And I'm just like, I kind of scoop my. Can I see where my rapier is?
Yeah, you can see it. There's a lot of people there, so getting to it's gonna be the challenge.
Can I like Lion King through their feet and like sneak through and scoop it up, please?
Yes, you can. So,
Super. Is that an acrobatics check?
I'll let it be an acrobatics check. Yep.
Jesus Christ, that's a 6.
So you're doing
I get taken out by a wildebeest.
Steps backwards right up to your forearm, and it's really not a good feeling. They've got heavy stomping boots on for this concert, so that's 3 damage.
Heavy stomping boots.
God. I say, Pip, we gotta get out of here. I got a place we can go. Hustle, get out of here. Erlak, if you want to come,
And the crowd at this point is starting to kind of leak their way up to the stage. Like, some of them are starting to climb up on the stage, and they're yelling, "Hey, why aren't you playing? Kurlak, we need you to play!" And they're getting kind of worked up. So, Kurlak, you might make a sense motive for me.
Erlak plays Let It Be.
That's a 12.
On the slug.
12. It's hard to tell if this is like their regular level of violent revelry that you inspire and enjoy inspiring, or if this is spiraling out of hand and perhaps might not be a good situation for you to be in. Hard to tell. Nezpip, you finally can react. Shake yourself out of it.
Did I hear, what's Jay Grace? Did I hear Jay?
You can call me Jay.
Yeah, Jay's right, not too far.
I've been knocked akimbo and my arm hurts.
Alright, moving along. It's time to cheese it! And I'm gonna start running through legs, like trying to get out of the crowd.
Okay, so
And
same
as a-
thing, either acrobatics or escape artist is fine with me, I don't care.
As a free action, can I yell to Pip, grab my sword?
Yes.
Alright. I'll do, they're both the same, so, natural 1.
Jesus
Oh, boy.
Christ! Put away all the dice we have out right now.
This one's going to solitary.
We have ever been a part of, and that's saying something.
You happen to try to like squeeze between 2 people just as some guy grabs like a glass flagon and is going around, and your face like turns right into it as it goes right against your face. So it's gonna be
That's
4
fucking nice.
damage from the glass, and there's like little shards. You got some blood coming down your face. Feeling alive. This is bad. Aggie.
Where is Trevor?
Trevor's up on the stage.
It's in my arms.
You leave
In
Trevor
Kurlak's
alone.
Okay.
arms.
Leave Trevor out of this, you bastard.
He's innocent.
Is he though?
He's happy to be here.
I'm just gonna reach out to like the nearest unruly person and cast Gentle Rest, which staggers them for a round.
Okay, do they get a save of some kind?
It is. It's a touch attack.
They got an 11. Oh, you make an attack. Never mind. Roll it.
That's gonna be 16.
That is enough.
And then, yeah, if they made an 11, that's gonna fail against the 15 DC. And so they're just staggered for a round.
Okay, so just anybody who's near you?
Yep.
Okay. So you reach out and there's like a girl with like short, kind of punkish blonde hair going on, and she looks pretty tough, and that staggers her. When you do that, Grumbles.
Grumbles is going to hop down and crawl back into his bag. He's ready to be
Oh,
done.
he does love the bag.
He's ready to be done.
Back in your bag.
He's had a big day.
He's like a baby raccoon or a kangaroo.
Are there is there like a curtain backdrop to the stage or anything
There
like
is
that?
a back door, yeah, off from the stage area.
Can I make it there?
You can make it there.
All right, so I'm gonna quick run and slip through the door, and as
Okay.
soon as I'm through the door, I'm gonna cast Disguise Self myself, and I'm going
Ooh.
to turn into a female barmaid orc.
Is her name Matilda?
What is
Yeah, how did you know? It is Matilda. Yes.
We
yes.
love Matilda.
I stowed Trevor back away in the sling, and when I turn into the barmaid, the sling becomes more of like one of those like like in Renaissance like the drapey side thing to the skirt, like the
Yes,
So
I know
yes,
exactly
she's
what you
got
mean.
kind of like a
I don't know the name of it, but I know.
flouncy skirt, yeah. And she's definitely got the cleavage going on. And I mean,
Awesome.
She's voluptuous.
Return of Matilda.
yes, bright red curls, like just bushy curls.
I love
And if I still have movement left,
That was all
I'm
your
gonna-
turn because you had to get through the door too. So
Okay.
that was it. Jay.
Okay. Ow! My arm still hurts, and what I still am just yelling for Pip. We gotta go! We gotta go! Cheese it, man! And I still going for my rapier. Can I try again? Is it?
You
I
can try
covered
again.
some ground.
Yes, you're like halfway there.
I don't just want to leave it behind. I want to get out of the bar, but I want to scoop it up on the way out.
You
Shuttle
can
run.
try to make a check again.
Oh,
Do you want to go
God's
for it a
sake.
different way this time?
Can I go? Can I go for it? Well, unless I can go for it via perception or stealth, then we're in trouble.
Not.
What
not
about
so
our
much.
bluff? Oh nope, we'll go acrobatics again.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. Hey, that's a 16.
Oh, that's much better. Okay. This time you right yourself. Maybe don't army crawl towards it or something, but you do a cool move to get in there. Grab it really quick. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get out. You got the
Kinda-
rapier.
Hey, Pip, we gotta go!
Okay.
And I try to
Try
make
it!
my way towards the front door.
All right. And Aggie, there are still people sort of like approaching you now. So you would see one like big, brawny, red-haired guy comes and he's like, "How dare you stop the show?" And he just like tries to punch you right in the face, but he got a 6. So it's
Damn it.
very easily telegraphed and you can dodge
Yeah.
it. No
I
problem.
mean, he could just hit me, but I'm a mushroom, so it just kind of bounces off.
Yeah, it's just he looks confused when he looks at his fist like it's broken. Okay. Next Pip.
All right. Well, I am going to try and find the rapier.
You can make a
I
perception
found it already,
check.
dude. I scooped it.
You
Oh
scooped
yeah,
it?
sorry.
Yeah.
But you don't know. Do a perception check.
Okay.
There's a lot going on in here.
Perception is 22.
Yeah, you would notice as Jay holds the rapier aloft and is like gesturing at the door, like, "Let's go."
We gotta go.
Oh, that'll do. Gonna try and make my way through.
Okay. So, are you guys going for the front door or the back door?
We're going for the front door,
Okay.
but the place I'm going to take Pip is going to be actually around the side. But just the closest door that
Okay.
I know of in this bar is the front.
So you guys can kind of both make it towards the door. And Aggie, you are finding yourself in a bad situation. You see a lot of the violence starting to head towards you, people pointing you out. You can see there's going to be more punches coming soon.
I would like to scoop up Grumble's sack, throw it over my shoulder, and try and get out the stage door behind Kurlak.
Okay, so because you had to climb up onto the stage, you have to make a climb check or whatever in acrobatics if you want to jump, however you would do it.
That'll be a 10.
Hey, it takes a little moment, but you get up there. It's not the most graceful thing in the world. But you
Gotta
managed
do like that
to get up.
awkward one leg up and just roll halfway across the stage.
You're also holding a badger in a bag, so it makes sense.
Tuck and roll, buddy. Tuck and roll.
Alright. And Grumbles, I assume, just going with this.
Yeah, he's in the bag now. He's happy and home.
Alright, Kurlak, you're outside.
I am just leaning against pushed kind of against the wall a little bit away from the door, pretending I'm on a smoke break.
Okay.
So I've got a pipe. I've
Make
got a pipe. And...
Either bluff or perform acting check.
$17.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, like you are.
You look like you have been on a double shift.
You look tired. You look like your feet are tired somehow. All right, Jay and Pip, you guys have made it to the door.
Made it out. Okay, so I burst outside and I kind of turned to Pip and I'm like, ah, shit, your face is all fucked up.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Yeah, you got. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. There's like glass in your face. Listen, and I pat Pip on the shoulder. I'm like, we gotta go. I know a place, and I start leading Pip around to the back of the building, that direction.
Okay.
But,
yeah, you
This is the worst. This was one of the best concerts that
I
Kurlak
agree.
has done yet.
I agree. We gotta make it to the next one. This was solid.
Kurlak, make a perception check. 5? Okay, you don't hear any of this praise being lavished on you, but you do hear like voices vaguely coming around the building there. But not until it's almost too late. And as they round the back of the corner, Aggie, what are you doing? You're up on the stage.
Still just trying to get out.
Okay, you can make it across the stage as the crowd is trying to climb up after you and rush towards you. You book it out the back door, and we are out of initiative as Aggie comes staggering out of the back door here to where Kurlak is. But Kurlak...
Excuse me, ma'am. Have you seen a half-orc with a very disgruntled slug come this way?
Well, I'm a half-orc. I ain't got no slug. I ain't seen no one. I just taken my smoke break.
Can I make a sense motive
Yes,
check?
you can make a sense motive.
Do I get
Make a
like
new-
a disguise check or something?
It's a new bluff check for that.
This is like such a departure from every character I've seen last play ever.
That's why we're so happy.
Right. It's so right.
I rolled an 18.
17.
It's just off enough that you are realizing something's totally amiss here, Aggie.
You should really be more kind to animals. They have
I blow
feelings
smoke in his
too,
face.
man.
And at that point, you two walk around the corner.
Oi, buzz off, well, mushroom man.
No need for name calling. I'm just trying to do your slug friend a favor. He's
I don't
hurting.
know what
I
you're
hear this.
talking about.
I hear this
Fuck yeah.
McConaughey son of a bitch. And I just kind of like turn around the corner and I just kind of see red. As soon as I see Aggie, I'm like, you ruined the show.
That was going to be one of the best sets for the history books.
Yeah,
Do you
but it
know-
was a set on the back of animal cruelty.
Suddenly, Matilda the barmaid looks really, really happy when they say that. This was like a
Kurlak
show.
was in the zone. And you totally wrecked everything. And I'm going to kick your ass. And I go up right to Aggie and I want to punch him in the face.
All right, make an attack.
I will.
Can I counter that with an attempt at a gentle rest touch?
You can. On my
Nice,
screen, you guys are all frozen, so I want to make sure that's not happening for everybody. Anybody in the chat? Is everyone else frozen?
I got my eyes on the chat. How's it look to everybody, guys?
Somebody
it is
watching.
frozen.
Looks
They
frozen
are
on the screen.
frozen. Okay, I'll
It's
play
a-
with it a
Time
moment,
out.
but you can
It's
continue.
okay. Just let it go, guys. Let it go.
Thank you,
can-
guys.
We can be heard.
God damn it, Ross.
I'll work on it, but you can
Thank you, Jeff.
keep RPing amongst yourselves while I.
It's
I
okay.
play with
So I
this.
try to kick Brad's ass. Brad, I assume. How about you try to cast your little spelly spell? You would have to defend first.
You're much faster than I am, so I'll let you
That's
make
true.
your attack, and I'll just respond after you.
Okay. Well, my attack is only a 7.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Yeah, so I just and I underestimate my reach as a pugilist, and I come up just short of your nose bridge. And I assume you just kind of lean back and go. And then you want to do what to me?
Just a melee touch attack. And
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
Oof.
Against your touch
so
AC.
my touch AC is a 15, so that sucks also. So we're just standing here.
You're a fast little guy.
Shut up! I don't want to hear your voice ever again. I want you to just leave. I want you to go away. I want you to go away forever.
I am here on behalf of Trevor as a representative of his feelings, man.
Trevor knows what he's doing. He's a star.
Oi, what makes you think you can hear Trevor?
I've at this point forgotten that I was pretend to be a woman, so I still look like Matilda the barmaid, but I'm talking as Kurlock again.
Yep. All right, guys. Pause. Let's
All
go
right.
ahead and shut off the cams.
Try, start, and stop. So we'll start with Chuck. Chuck, come back on. All right.
There we go.
Yeah, Liz. Brad. Oh, I'm sorry, not Brad.
No, not Brad.
Ross. I'm looking at Brad's name in the box.
It's the Stroop test.
Carrie.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Let's overtry it right now. And then Brad. Okay, maybe better, hopefully. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties as we do this for the first time ever.
Yay. And by the way, we're doing this.
Yay!
That's cool.
All right, I can't see
That's
Ross
neat.
at all.
Damn it.
Can you
I
guys
see Ross on the Zoom chat. I think we should just need to give it a minute.
Okay.
He'll be in the right place when he comes.
All right. We'll just give him time to catch up. All right, continuing on. So you guys are yelling at each other. Make perception
yelling at each
checks,
other.
literally all of you.
God. That one. I'm too furious.
That'll be an
Too fast, too
18.
furious.
Fine.
An 18. What did you get?
15.
Okay, Kurlak, what'd you get?
9.
9. Okay. So it's going to be Aggie and Nezpip who would hear that the scuffle inside, it sounds like it's sort of making its way towards the back door still. There are angry voices coming this way.
Guys, gonna be like tugging at like Kurlak's jacket or whatever. We need to go. We need to go.
Yeah, I know a place we can go.
I just
Yeah.
want to facilitate a healthy conversation about
don't want you to
feelings
come.
between you and Trevor, man. So I'm
Well, come
coming
along
with
and we'll
you guys.
discuss.
You hippy dippy, I don't want you there. And I'll say it.
Can you
And
talk
I
to
tap
sluts?
Pip on
Because
the
I
arm.
can.
I tap Pip on the arm and I say, listen, you and me, we can go. I want you to stay here. And I start pulling Pip to the direction of...
Make a wisdom check, Jay.
Okay, I will. That is a 14.
Okay. You don't know that Kurlak's going to be okay here either because people were being kind of losing it in there. And this is your...
Do I
You
realize
don't know that
now...
that's Kurlak, dude. But Aggie was kind of talking directly to Kurlak. So, I don't know if you noticed that or not.
I look at this buxom barmaid, and I'm like, why is he talking to you like you're Kurlak? Huh?
Kurlock. What?
Oh, you're
Oh.
Kurlak. Oh, great fan. We have a lot to discuss. Follow us.
Yeah.
All right,
walk with
and I
us.
forget again.
And we head in the direction of Dunshire Valley Peach Orchard.
I forgot that I'm still disguised once again, so I still look like Matilda.
It's
Or-
okay.
Oh, hey,
It's
30
fine.
minutes.
Okay.
Yep. So that's where we're
If that-
headed.
Hey, Mushroom Guy, I have a lot of questions for you too if you want to come.
All right.
Why-
I'm just here to facilitate a conversation about feelings between that bard guy and his abused slug, man.
Well,
I
we could
pinch
discuss
my
it
nose.
later. I have a lot of questions about you.
Okay.
We could
I'm an
we
open
could-
book, my brother.
Oh my god. I pinch
well,
my
we-
nose bridge, and I'm just disgusted still. Always.
Well, everybody follow Jay.
All
And
right.
I go in the
so
direction.
Jay starts leading the way as like the back door busts open. Oh hey, now I see Russ. As
There
the
he is.
back door busts open and people like start flooding out, so you guys gotta book it, honestly, or they're gonna find you all
We run. We run.
and run. Kurlak, are you in tow
Yep.
with Trevor?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you guys head in the direction of Dunshire Valley, which is a charming little plot of land with peach trees, and they stretch as far as the eye can see. There's sheep that can be seen grazing the fields as visitors make their approach, and in the center of the property is a modestly sized home that looks well maintained and a cozy fit for its single occupant. Mabel can be found on the front porch, sitting in her comfortable rocker and weaving a basket to collect the fall harvest. So, Chuck, why don't you go ahead and describe your actual character?
So yeah, you see like the sweetest, oldest lady you could possibly imagine with your imagination, and she has large hoop earrings and very thick spectacles, donning a pink muumuu and sandals.
I imagine she has curlers too.
Oh my god.
a few.
Ones that she missed.
Medieval curlers.
Yeah, they're bones. Just kind of roll in there.
Kind of heat it up over the fire
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
I love it.
Does the job.
Do I see them approaching
Make a
then? Or?
perception check. You are caught up in your weaving.
Chuck, who
Oh yeah,
created
Chuck,
your
who's
character?
responsible for this?
Tom Mayer is responsible for this mess.
Oh, I never said mine.
Oh,
Yeah, I never said mine
well,
either.
you guys introduce who helped you with your characters too.
Max Behrens made my gnome wizard.
Yes.
And Ian Brown is responsible for Agaricus, the Mycid Mushroom Man.
Amazing. Amazing. Mike and Ed.
Mushroom.
I love it.
All right.
So I got a 7 for
You're
my perceiving.
focused on what you're doing, so they're already to the porch, and one of them will speak up, and that will get your attention. So, Jay, you were leading the pack.
Yep, and I just go, "Hey, Mabel!" And I call up to her. Mabel! Yeah, it's me, it's Jay!
Oh, you're Mabel.
Oh my goodness, we have visitors!
Ah.
It's been so long since we've had anybody on the farm. Are you here for produce?
Well, no, yeah. I mean,
Yes, I'd love to look at all your crops.
Oh, Pip, not right now. God.
Agaricus is just shoving peaches into Grumble's bag, and you just see the bag going nuts, eating the fruit.
I kind of get up to the porch, and I get up to Mabel, so I'm very close so she can see me, because she's almost blind. And I just go, we actually, yeah, I mean, we'll have a basket of peaches when we leave, but we need, right now, we kind of need a place to lay low, believe it or not.
Wait a second, I think I recognize you there, dear. Have I met you before?
You sure have. I come up here for peaches every fall.
Oh, I thought I could spot a friendly face. Yes, it's good to have visitors. We don't often have them. It's quite lonely these days.
Yeah, I know, it is what it is. That said, laying low, we really need a place to hide.
Oh, well, come on in.
Oh, good. Thank you so much. And I kind of frantically gesture to the others to follow me into Mabel's abode.
I'll follow.
All right.
Nestip was just getting right up in one of the peach trees and sniffing it and testing the bark and everything.
It's quite quality.
Agaricus will pick a peach and hold it out to Nestpip and say, "Nature's bounty is for all of us, man. Let's go inside."
That is so true. That's what I've been trying to tell people.
And if I hear this, I say, nature's bounty is also for sale, young man.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I'll reach into like a little side pouch and pull out like 20 gold and just toss it to you.
Yes, I have a lot of gold that I didn't spend that I thought I could.
Well, I could give you a few more peaches for this much, but yeah, you can have a peach.
Currency is an illusion, lady.
Yeah, sure, it is. Of course. Send some more of those illusions my way if you like.
All right. I'll just like pull out another pouch of about 20 gold pieces and hand it to you.
Okay, yeah.
There's an angry mob chasing us. Get in the house.
Get in the house.
And with that, Kurlak kind of pushes everybody inside. And that is where we're going to take our 10-minute break. So hopefully we can do some troubleshooting on this visual too. But
Well, now, of course, right before we take our break, it looks like it's going again.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
how it would
Oh,
be.
well.
All right,
That's
so
all right.
we will be back in 10 minutes, which is 8:16 right now. We'll do 8:26 will be our start time. So we'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Thank you. Going to... Okay, guys, we are back. Hello.
And we're back.
Back
And
in
we're
action.
back.
We reset our Zoom calls, so we're hoping that everything will be smoother now. That's the plan. Look at us. We're all moving. It's
Well, for at least a while.
for a little bit. Okay. So, oh, my mic was not on that whole time. I knew I was doing something. It's me.
And we're back.
And
we're back. Welcome.
What she said was, hopefully that'll be better, at least for a little while.
That's always the plan.
That's my impression of Brooks.
So I'm going to make a quick announcement here. So this is our first Twitch stream, but we're going to keep doing these and trying to get better and better at doing them. And we're planning to do one next month. And it is our other promised reward for the Dog Story fundraiser that we did. So that one was tied to our regular Dice Tales campaign. And it is the promised backstory one-shot. So what our Dice Tales fans can do is I'll be posting tonight on our Facebook a poll of all of our Dice Tales characters, our player characters, and you can vote during the next week for who you would like to see a one-shot adventure from their time before they were part of the Dice Tales crew, and we will rewind, and then everyone else will play characters who figured into their backstory at one point or another. So that is our next
how many
month.
times it took Carrie to figure out how to point to chat.
Shut up, Brad.
Guys, hold on. I have an echo effect going on.
It's okay.
Thank you for letting
I'll just
me
be over
know.
here kicking Brad's
Okay,
ass.
quiet, please, so I can figure that out. There we go. Echo removed. Is that better?
Yep.
I can't hear him.
I didn't hear it. to
I'm
begin with.
asking the chat, not you guys.
Oh, sorry.
Chat, is that better? Hello? Is there anybody out there? Anyone?
Not if you can hear
Can
me.
they hear me?
Is there anybody in
Thank
there?
you,
It's
Barb.
good now.
You're the best,
Thanks, Barb.
Is there anyone
Whew.
home?
All right, I figured out what I did.
Stand up.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
New
You're doing
skills.
great, bro. Yeah, this is the troubleshooting stream. There's zero expectation.
It's true. So we will have that poll go up tonight, and that'll be next month's stream, which is another one shot. And after that, the regular Dice Tales campaign will be returning in November with picking up in our really dramatic cliffhanger that we left off.
Oh, it's been so long. I have so many props.
You guys
have
were in the
two
middle
heads.
of literally the worst situation that you had ever been in, and then we stopped for months. But we'll dive right back in there when we get started. Okay, you guys ready to finish up
Yes.
this crazy one shot? So far, so
Yes.
good.
Yeah, seriously.
If you are joining our stream late, all of the storyline and the characters are all suggestions from people who donated to our fundraiser. So it's a wild time. Okay, a brief recap. we were at a concert for Kurlak, and it was crashed by Agaricus here, who was here to protest for animal rights because Kurlak plays his giant slug as his instrument, and it descended into a tavern brawl, and you guys have fled the scene to safety and found your way to Mabel's house. So, Chuck, take it away and describe the inside of Mabel's home.
Oh, well, it's like really quaint, and there's what looks like some handcrafted candles over in the corner, and a nice warm hearth where you can put your feet up and warm up after a difficult journey away from a bar scrap. And Mabel's just kind of like busy. Oh, dearest, are you hungry? You look a bit peckish. Can I offer you? I've just made some stew.
That'd be great.
I would love some stew.
I'll take a plate of your freshest compost, please.
Ah, all right. I mean, I guess I suppose. Are you a mushroom?
Actually, he's a myconid.
You
The
don't see
colloquial
that
term
every day.
is shroomonoid.
Oh, very
I like
good.
it.
Very good.
He's a fun guy.
That is hilarious. Your use of the pun is hilarious.
I don't
Anyway,
get it.
I look at him like you wouldn't.
Get it either.
It's okay, Kurlak. It's okay that you don't get it. And I
I cross my
give
arms over my chest and suddenly realize that I still have
boobs.
a bosom. And then I touch myself on the shoulders and turn back into myself.
All right, and suddenly Matilda fades away into this tough half-orc.
oh my God!
I kind of forgot I still had that on.
Mabel, you can make a knowledge local check to see if you know this celebrity.
Oh my
This local
god.
celebrity.
Please fail.
That's a 5.
You know, it's not really your scene.
Are you some sort of warrior? Where did you come from?
I'm busy talking to Trevor, so I
I
don't
go up and I
actually hear her.
pat Kurlak on the knee because that's about all I can reach. And I'm like, Kurlak is one of the up-and-coming stars on all of Galarian. Me and Pip follow him around, and he's very, very talented. And he plays the drum on his slug, Trevor, who's a star. And he is one of the biggest slug names in the entire continent. Isn't he a lucky slug?
Is it?
And I give
Well,
Aggie a dirty
I don't know. Suddenly it sounds like maybe he doesn't like it. But he's never said that to me before.
After all this time?
Would you like to talk to him? Because I can commune with nature, man, and we can have a really helpful and emotionally healing conversation.
I talk to him all the time. He's just never said that before.
Well, you're not speaking his language, man.
Me and
That
Trevor have
kinda-
been together for years.
Kind
And
of
that's
thrust
years of
stews
pain
into your
that's
hands.
built up over
I take
time.
the stew and I start eating it. Is it good?
Make a fortitude save.
Oh no. I feel like that's a no.
Mabel has poisoned you with her stew.
I got a 17.
It's fine. You've had worse.
I give the first bite of my stew to Trevor.
Oh.
Critical fail for me.
This is the most horrendous thing you've ever put in your mouth. Your stomach instantly rebels as any of it slides down, and you feel sickened, nauseous even.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spit it all out, like completely just jettisoning it out of my mouth, so anybody who's in front of me is just gonna get sprayed. And I'm just like, gonna be like, oh no, that's just what I do. It's how I really taste it as it comes out.
Bluff check.
Well,
Bluff check. Oh my god.
Bluff
That
check.
is a 14.
Okay, you can make a sense about it, Mabel. Maybe you can
All
beat
right.
that.
I'm really good at sensing
a lot of
people's
strange
motives.
people.
Ooh, not today. 11.
Okay, yeah, that sounds reasonable.
It's okay.
Yes.
I mean, it's, you
Yeah,
know,
it's-
it's tripe radish stew, so it's not everybody's thing, but I like it.
Not everybody's thing.
Yes, it's wonderful. And I'm just gonna kind of do the thing where like I turn to the side, put it up to my mouth, but like throw it over my shoulder.
Sleight of hand check.
The Aragorn trying to just slowly dump the stew into the fire.
Yep.
Yep.
And that'll
that's an
be
18.
Anybody can make a perception check to see if you notice that is what's happening or not.
I got a 10 perception.
Nah, yeah,
Seven.
you're occupied.
I got a 19.
You see it.
Aggie saw
18.
that. So yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
And then I'm just gonna like set it down and be like, oh, my stomach is really small. It's really all I can take.
I think it's pretty good, Mabel. Thank you. And thank you for having us. Can we stay for the night? We're running away from some trouble in town, so.
Well, I would love to have you, but I'm afraid I'm having a bit of trouble myself at the moment. It's been a bit of a rough day for me. If you could maybe help me, though, you look like a strapping young crew who've seen many battles together, I'm sure, and is in no way meeting for the first time today.
I looked down at my eye.
Ma'am, but like we're servants of the world, and if you need help, I am at your service.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. It is an animal I need help with. Oh, it's my poor young Wilfred. He's lost. He ran off while we were going for our evening walk. Oh, and he's normally such a good boy, but he got a smell, and he just took off into the caves, no less.
I'm really good with animals, so like we could totally find him if everyone here would help.
I looked
I'm not really good for danger. I'm more of a just kind of a observe kind of guy. I've had my share of danger, like, things explode in the laboratory and everything, but I've survived that. But but actually fighting.
I put my hand on Pip's shoulder and I'm like, shh.
Oh, was I talking too much again?
You did, it happens. It happens.
Oh yeah. You know how my brain gets ahead of my mouth, that sort of thing.
I do. It's all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I look at Mabel and I say, so if we find Wilfred, then could we stay the night then?
Oh, of course. If you help me find Wilfred, you can stay as long as you like.
Oh, well. And I kind of look at Pip and I kind of shrug and I go, well, I mean, yeah, I think that sounds good. I say, Kurlak, I know you're more of a atsy-fatsy type, but do you think that maybe you could call on your half-orc, whatever the hell, and help us out with Wilfred there?
I'm sitting on the I'm assuming there's some sort of kind of a couch or something. I don't know. I'm sitting on it with just this like dejected slump in my shoulders, and I'm just kind of gently and tentatively, like unsurely petting Trevor.
I go over to Kurlak.
Without Trevor, I can't do much of anything.
Oh, I go over to Kurlak and I put my tiny, tiny hand on his massive shoulder, and I say,
"Can you reach?"
He's sitting down, so yes.
Oh, okay.
I jump up on the arm of the couch, and yes, and I just say, "You have made that slug more famous than any slug has ever been, and I think he's very happy." I don't know it for a fact, but I think that little mushroom twerp over there has something to do with him talking in all of your guys' heads, because I know I didn't hear it.
Yes, I've seen an illusion. I mean, I'm pretty good at them myself. You'll see. But, be part of something so passionate and raw. I mean, how would he not love to be part of that?
He said he ate his life.
Illusions, sometimes there's a certain type of magic. There is a certain type of magic where, I mean, believe me, I'm well versed in it. So
I look at Nespip and I go, small words.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. There are certain magics, like things that can go into your brain and make you think things are there that aren't there. In this
I think that little mushroom twerp's doing it. I think it might be magic. I don't think.
If I could volunteer to, be of some help here, why don't we ask Trevor his opinion? Get the truth from him. Open a dialogue, man. Really figure out what everyone's feeling and move forward from there.
Mabel, you're not sure what these people are talking about at all, but it's definitely not about helping you.
No, and excuse me, I just asked if you could help me find my boy Wilfred.
Mabel, I'm sorry. Yes, we can. How about, hey, I look at Pip and I look at Aggie and I look at Kurlak and I just say, how about, I think, dialogue, whatever the hell. But I think that we could have this talk on the road, on the way to Wilfred, to make sure we have a place to sleep for the night.
Hold on. I need to ask Pipsqueak, and then I'm going to open up my vest and be like, squeak, 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 squeak.
Squeaker?
You're literally saying
talking to his clothes.
I'm literally saying squeak. Oh, squeak. He's okay with it.
Okay, thanks,
I
Pip.
thought I was weird.
Oh, no, it's Pipsqueak. And then he's going to take out his little rat that he has in his vest.
Brown rat.
And he's going to give him a little kiss. Put him back.
Sticking his little nose up, sniffing the air.
Well, that's a cute little thing.
Oh, my God.
I would say the same thing about Trevor, except not little.
Trevor kind of pokes his head up out of the sling and looks around a little bit.
Can I?
Eye stalks.
Can I pet Trevor? I mean, if it's that difficult of a question, can I put my hand on Trevor in a very gentle manner? Is that not getting to you either? Can I touch Trevor in a way that would be comforting?
Trevor, you won't get petted by him. Trevor kind of pokes his head back out and kind of looks down at you.
I'm going to.
Seems like a yes. Make
I'm going to
handle animal check.
Yes.
God, I want Trevor to just glom onto his whole hand.
That's a 5. Ooh. Damn it.
Trevor does not like the way that you are approaching with your hand, and you get a sudden, horrible slug slap away.
Josh's slime kind of comes over the edge of the...
Yeah.
Hey man, this is an exercise in consent and good touching. It's a bad touch, and Trevor doesn't like it, so you need to back off, man.
I am looking at
true.
Mabel and mouthing, I am so sorry, as these people are talking about all their animals.
Well, you wouldn't do very well on a farm, dear.
I mostly work with plants.
We should really go look for Wilfred.
Yes. Have you all finished your stew? Because we should be going.
Oh, yes, I
really
totally
good.
finished the stew. It was so good.
It is at this
Wonderful.
point. The sun has probably gone down while you were having this conversation because the concert was happening later in the evening. So it is dark out there, and you guys might need to bring some light with you. Some of you, maybe not.
I can make some light.
That'd be good.
I cast
I
fancy
too
lights.
can.
I can see in the dark, so I'm good.
All right,
Night is just a continuation of the day,
a beautiful array of dancing lights appears in the air.
They
over
look like
and
floating
around
torches.
Kurlak.
Yeah, there are 4 floating torches kind of orbiting.
That's super pretty. You should incorporate that into your next show.
Yeah, get a light show going. That's the only way it could be better.
I'll think about it. I don't know if there'll be any more shows if
Oh,
Trevor doesn't want to.
oh my God. This is making me so sad.
Kurlak's Crisis, that's the subtitle of this episode.
I look at Aggie I give Aggie a very, very dirty look. And then I say, I think we should really go.
I guess we ought to go help Miss Mabel here.
Yeah. Let's go.
They're preparing. I kind of like like slowly creep over to a little wardrobe and open it up, and I pull out some like very large, shiny, and dusty breastplate, and I begin to put it on and say, "Well, we might be seeing a little bit of action out there, so best be prepared."
Some fancy armor that this old lady just pulled out. It looks
Wasn't
like
expecting that.
intense warrior armor.
God bless America. Can I do an appraise check on that just to
Sure.
see if it's like decent? Okay. Oh nope.
No
That's
clue.
a 0.
You know, it's shiny. It's very shiny.
Wow. It's blinding. Well, we should probably hit the old dusty trail, huh?
All right.
Sounds wonderful. The
Let me
dusty
take
trail
pictures.
is this way.
With all that said, you guys will head down the dusty trail out the back of the farmland towards
I really
the
got to look into this dust.
Very
increasingly
dusty.
creepy nighttime woods, which are
It does seem like it has fallen into a little bit of disrepair.
Hey, now. Don't
So-
be offensive. This is my fault.
Jay's looking
I'm
around.
just saying, you can't do everything.
As we walk, Jay is looking around on the ground for like tracks, but then kind of realizes she doesn't really know like what kind of track she's looking for. And she says to Mabel, "It's like, so like what do we so I'm just got my eyes on the ground, you know, that's how I am. What is he's like a dog, something, right?"
Yeah, he's big, but you know, yeah. And
So
he's actually down this way. You don't need to track him. I'll take you right to him.
Yeah, Mabel seems to know where she's going. She's heading somewhere very specific.
All right.
Hey.
I'm so pissed at Aggie. I don't think twice about it. I'm just thinking of all the ways I'm gonna beat up Aggie.
You already know where he is. Why do you need our help?
Well, I'm just a little old lady. I don't want to get in a big fight in a cave by myself. What do you think I'm going to do? And I just kind of like clink on my armor. I mean, you know, I'm just a little old lady over here.
That is very
I don't
true.
understand.
Here's the thing.
basically-
Kurlak, the little old ladies in certain species, like Mabel, are very, very breakable. Their hips are like glass. And it's really dangerous for them to kind of do anything physical on their own. If she goes down, she's staying down.
Well, don't tell me that, short young lady. I still got a trick or two up my sleeve. I just am more good at helping others than taking on the brunt myself.
Ah, support. I understand. You should probably,
Alright.
I keep following Mabel.
then.
So Mabel seems to be leading you guys in the direction of, there's a large rock formation that kind of comes up out of the tree line, and built into the side of it, there is a natural cavern opening that it's very dark in there, and then it kind of curves away, so it's hard to see what might lie inside of the cave. But you guys can make perception checks from the outside of the cave.
Hey, I got a 23.
At 20.
Oh,
11.
9.
All right. Well, the nat 20, Mabel has a pretty good idea about this. That would make sense. But Jay,
Raise her
you got
eye.
a 20 something, right?
23.
23. You would notice that near the cave, there are a lot of trees that are pretty densely packed together, and there seems to be an area where some of the trees have been like pushed apart at an angle that's quite wide, as if something wide has gone between them and they've cracked to make way for it. And there's a lot of really smashed down grass that leads right towards the entrance of the cave. Mabel,
Can I
that
make a
seems about
survival?
right. You notice all of this.
Can I also make a survival
looks
check
checks out.
Yeah, you
just
can.
to see if a dog would make that kind of?
You can check that.
I got a 19.
Those do not look like the tracks of a dog by any. That would be one big dog. It does seem
Nice.
to be something quadrupedal, definitely.
Can
Um,
I
Can I
see
make a
if I
survival
know
check
I
as
would make
well?
that?
you
Can
can
I
make
see
a
it?
survival check.
25?
25.
Yeah.
Uh, it's some kind of very large, maybe reptilian thing would be the best thing. There's like little scaly marks in the prints, but exactly what kind it is not something that you're familiar with.
Looks like we're dealing with some kind of very large reptile of sorts here. What kind of animal is Wilfred? I thought you said he was a fluffy boy.
Well, Wilfred is a fluffy boy, but a large reptile. Well, you know what? That does sound familiar. Now that I recall, it was a huge reptile that Wilfred began to chase into the cave. I thought I mentioned that. I must have forgotten.
Oh, I don't know if Pipsqueak will be okay with this. What do you think, Pipsqueak? Squeak, 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 squeak. No, he's not okay with this.
Oh no.
So does
That's
that
a-
mean you're gonna leave him out here?
Well, I mean, I like to follow Pipsqueak's leadership sometimes. He's
I just
very
kind of-
wise.
At this point, I pull out my gun, and I just say, I'm kind of gesturing at the gun, and I'm not pointing it at anybody. Don't worry. And I just say, well, I mean, if we're gonna go in there, we better be protected. And I kind of gesture at the gun. I'm like, Seamus Greyballs here is just fine with it. I
Nice.
think we should head in now.
Make a perception check, everyone.
I got a 21.
Natural 20 plus 9, so 29.
11.
15.
7.
Mabel, your hearing's not so good. And Nespa, you only kind of distantly picked this up. The rest of you would hear some kind of like low roaring sound, like distantly echoing from inside the cave. Like,
There's somebody in there, man, who's definitely in a state of discomfort, possibly distress. I personally think that we should make our way into the cave and see if we can be of any assistance. You know, it's good to help one another when you can.
Well, lead the way, Shroomonoid.
All right. And I will take the burlap sack off my shoulder, and Grumbles will roll out, and we'll start walking into the cave.
okay.
As we're walking, I pull out a morning star and I cast light on it, so it like shines like a torch. Yes, let's go in.
And the
You mean it shines like a morning star?
the
It's kind
light
of like a morning star.
will bounce forward
Yes.
and then illuminate sort of around the corner in the cave. So Aggie, you were the first one taking the corner. Is there anything I should know about how you are going in?
I'm just staying beside Nesp.
Okay.
Just kind of using my quarterstaff as a walking stick.
Okay.
But very, very chill. Just kind of listening, but not using an overabundance of care.
Okay. Anybody else? Are you guys coming in
I can
behind?
kind of like, now I'm going to kind of push my way up to the front and show these kids where to go.
I mean, that's fair. Kerlak?
Fair.
I'll take the back
Wise.
and kind of tighten up my sling a little bit so that Trevor's like totally covered,
Okay.
hiding.
Nespip is like kind of like shaking.
Aggie and Mabel, as you guys round the corner and Mabel's light shines ahead into the rather large cavern exterior, and it does light up the different corners of it. You would see that there's some water leaking down like one wall, or maybe there's a crack from some kind of body of water above on the cliff. And then there's sort of a shelf that's about 10 feet up and about 5 feet across, and it wraps around like the back half of the cave. But what grabs your attention pretty much immediately is that there is a large shape that is taking up about like 15 feet of the floor and make perception checks.
Oh, net one.
23.
Nice.
I'm really 17.
Not bad.
11.
Oh, yo.
All right. Mabel, it's
Oh, that one.
Kurlock, you're in the back, so it's really hard to see. And that's everybody's a lot taller than you, so they're kind of blocking the way. Mabel, you think it looks like maybe a big boulder, like there, but Jay, what did you get?
Oh, net one.
Oh, yeah, you also nothing. You're short too.
It's dark in here.
Aggie, you, however, make out more details in the darkness as you're looking at the shape. It seems that it's bony plating on the back of some kind of creature, and you would notice that curled around it is what looks like a long tail, but at the end of it is a giant spiky club, basically, on its tail. And you would realize its head is away from you, so you're looking at its like back, and it's gigantic.
Dinosaur butt.
And you also would see on the shelf lip of the cave in the back, there is a big brown fuzzy shape, also like curled up on itself back there. Also quite large, but nowhere near the size of whatever this thing is. And as you see this, the huge thing starts to rumble up and turn its little head to face you. And you would see, I mean, it's kind of like a turtle with a baseball bat at the end of its tail. It's got two horns on its wide, like heavily armored head, and it's very low to the ground with short legs. Yeah. So I guess you guys can make a knowledge nature check now that you see it to see if this is anything you know about.
Oh, she is
From
real
the-
dumb.
Yeah,
Oh, I got a 14.
back of
Oh,
the line,
something I'm good at, and it's only a 14.
from the back of the line, I call out, "Oi! See anything up ahead yet?"
Yes,
Have a-
yes. Shh.
20.
What? What was that?
Shh.
Sorry.
20 the highest, I assume. That is enough. So, you know how I said you'd never seen anything like this before, Aggie? Now that you think about it, you have heard rumors about giant reptiles that roam the distant places of the world that some call dinosaurs. And
Yes.
this
Yes,
one
bro.
seems to fit a description of one that's a particularly ill-tempered, stubborn kind called an ankylosaurus.
Yes, thank you for being accurate. Hashtag science.
Say that name one more
my
time.
God.
An ankylosaurus.
Ankylosaurus.
Yeah.
Ankylosaurus.
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 I literally looked up
Ankylosaurus.
pronunciations and found them 50-50 both ways, so we can
That's
call
okay.
it whatever we want.
I know.
Oh
like,
no! Yes.
Clever girl. Let's go.
Can I use my wild empathy ability to try and adjust its temperament?
You sure can. So in this case, it's a wild empathy check that you're gonna make. Because it does sound a little grumpy with the noises that it's making as it goes.
It's a grumpy ghost.
A
Jumbles up.
15 to improve its attitude.
All right, I'm checking on the DC. Excuse me. Wild empathy. Oh, it's just like a
They do.
diplomacy. All right, let
They
me
do
see.
travel in groups.
Brooke spared no expense.
Delaney was the one who came up with Dino Round.
Delaney.
Delaney spared no expense.
Thank you for this gift.
All right. It still looks pretty grumpy as it turns to look at you all and starts sort of pawing at the ground with one of its big feet. And a sleepy looking bear lifts its head. That was the brown thing up on the ledge. And sort of looks down.
Wilfred!
I'll kind of raise my hands. Hey, Mr. Ankylosaurus man, we apologize for trespassing in your cave here. We've just come to retrieve our bear friend.
And roll an initiative as you see its tail start to sweep around as you talk at it. It doesn't like that. So you guys are all staring it down. We can roll it in it.
Nat 1.
Well, you were not expecting the dinosaur attack for whatever
I
reason.
guess a dinosaur is something I have never seen.
We are rolling really well tonight, folks.
Wow.
Nailing
Bad.
it.
How many more crit fails did we just manage to roll?
I don't know.
No, I actually did okay this time.
Grizzly dilemma. Yep, that's
Yeah. That's why they call it that.
Cha-ching.
Oh, I gotta roll initiative for
The
Grumbles.
bear was in peril all along. All right, Mabel, what you got?
I got a 14.
Okay. Kurlak,
11.
Nesbit.
That's an 18.
Oh, what did you add to yours? To your roll?
+1.
Okay. Jay.
Nat 1.
Oh, what's your total?
My total is a 4.
Okay. Aggie.
Aggie rolled a 6. Grumbles rolled an 8.
All right.
I'm standing there and my knees are shaking. Like I'm gonna be a 2-bite brownie to that thing. I think we should go.
It is the dinosaur's turn first. So, oh, I lied. Nesbit, you beat it by 1 because you guys tied for it. So you actually will get to react as you see its tail start sweeping through the air towards Aggie, who's trying to plead with it reasonably.
All right. Well, he's gonna like look really scared, and he's going to open up his vest, which is gonna reveal a bunch of little jeweled charms, and he's gonna flick one, and it's gonna go bing, and then he's going to use his finger and cast Blinding Ray on it.
Ooh.
To blind it for 1 round.
Oh.
And a ranged touch attack is what it is.
All right.
That's dexterity, right?
It's VAB
Ranged
plus
touch
your
attack.
dex. So also your base
Okay.
attack bonus. Sparkles.
That is a 20.
Oh, yeah, that easily hits it right in the face. It's a big old dinosaur. It's hard for it to dodge.
So it's either blinded, or if it has more hit dice than me, it's dazzled.
It does have more hit dice than you.
Okay. Well, then it's dazzled, and I'm going to kind of like scoot back.
All right. So its eyes are overstimulated by this, is what happens.
Oh God.
So
thank
it
God.
sort of shakes its head a little, but it still swings its tail anyway.
Ooh.
Okay.
God.
So
Mabel's about
it's
to break
coming
a hip.
at Aggie.
Oh God.
Now it's a
You just-
22, but there's a chance that it will miss because it's got this dazzle thing going on here. It just barely hits you, Aggie, and it hits you hard. Like this is a heavy-duty tail attack. So
Dang
that
it.
is going to be 12 damage,
Oh, wow.
Owie.
Oh.
and then
That's
you need
smart.
to make a fortitude save.
Fortitude save is 21.
21 is just enough. So that thing thwaps you, and it's almost like stunning. It's just so hard, and it came out of nowhere. But you hold your ground, like you've dealt with worse. You take a lot of hits, But
Hey,
yeah,
bro,
it's
that
very
was
rude.
really uncool, man. Like, let's talk our feelings out.
Mabel.
I look at this dinosaur and I say, "All right, friends, gather round!" And I kind of like do this invocation, and I say, "In the name of justice!" And everybody gets a sacred bonus +1 to your attack rolls.
Nice.
And I look at the dinosaur and says, "Now pick on somebody your own size, you scaly old bastard."
Good. I can't. All right. The
Beyonce's like,
From another dimension, Beyonce is like, I hear something.
The brown bear, seeing this and hearing your stirring words, Mabel, of mom, is going to try to jump down from where it is up there, but it rolled poorly. It got a 3. So it more barrels over the side and does like a roll that keeps. So it's just kind of rolling out behind the dinosaur and like rolls into it from the back. So now that it's trapped on the ground level and the dinosaur is between you guys. Alright, Kurlock.
All right.
I'm sorry, I can't get over it.
I'm gonna look down at Trevor, sadly. And then I'm gonna reach behind me. I'm gonna pull a small loot off my back that no one really noticed before because.
Oh yes! Oh my god!
shred, baby, shred.
I look at Pip and I'm like, oh my god, he's on the
it's
strings.
Obvious, I don't use it very often.
Mm-hmm. Only emergencies.
I kind of look back down at Trevor and I'm like, whoa. This is best with you, buddy, but I just don't know anymore.
Oh.
And I start strumming, and it's, I mean, girl, it doesn't play this very often, so it's, you know,
Fine.
it's chords.
Fine.
I'm attempting to, and I haven't played a bard before, so I don't know if this is gonna even stack with what Mabel just did. I was gonna inspire courage, which,
I think it
bolsters
should. I think
my
it
allies
does.
I think
against
it
fear
does.
and improves their combat abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Yep.
Especially if it comes from a different
bonus.
player.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a +1 morale bonus throws against charm and fear effects, and a +1 competence bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls.
So now you guys are at a
Nope.
+2 on attack and a +1 on damage. As Kurlak shreds on the loot.
Oh my god.
Crumbles and Aggie.
Buffs for days.
So Grumbles is going to go into a rage,
Yes.
charge at the
Grumbles.
dinosaur, and make a full attack.
Whoa.
Wow. I love
He
when
is a
kind
very
names
ambitious
are
bastard.
barbarians.
Grumbles would get the bonus too, right?
Yeah, Grumbles is an ally. Sort of, even though he attacked some of you earlier. He's a
And
situational
ruined-
ally.
And ruined
Right.
Kurlak's show.
Yeah, you know, whatever. Not a big deal, but really an actually huge deal.
So one is a 19 to hit, and the other two are like 6 and 7.
Okay. So that's the bite, is the 19?
Yeah.
So Grumbles tries to bite the dinosaur, but its exterior hide is so tough that it just hurts, like, to snap his jaws down on that bony plating. Ends up feeling horrible and
man.
doesn't seem to hurt it.
Oh.
Aggie,
Damn.
you had gotten a pretty high check about this specific thing, so I will let you have one question about something that you know about this kind of dinosaur.
Does it have any susceptibilities or weaknesses?
Well, it has an exterior bony plated armor, but it does have a soft, vulnerable underbelly.
Aha! Ha ha! I'm picturing a banana peel from Mario Kart. This would come in handy right now. It would be a shame if something were to
The
happen.
problem is its legs are very
Seamus.
squat, so it's very low to the ground, so that belly is pretty protected right now when it's standing like this.
So Aggie is going to say, Grumbles, you gotta burrow, man. Get underneath him.
Get underneath
Oh my God.
And then Aggie is going to cast Hide from Animals on himself.
Alright, how does that work?
I basically touch myself, and for 10 minutes,
Are we
all
saying
animals
phrasing?
ignore the fact that
Sorry,
I'm there.
is
They
phrasing
treat me
still-
as if I do
Phrasing's
not
still a
exist.
thing. Is there a save?
Will negates.
Okay, so it gets a will save.
And that would be...
It only got a 12, so yeah, as far as it knows, you just went invisible. Awesome.
Amazing.
Jay!
I skip around, right? Because I crit failed.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're
I'm still shaken, but I am also enamored by Kurlak's performance just now.
it's true.
And that has taken over the fear. So I'm on my way back.
That's Pip.
All right. I am going to peek out from behind somebody and take one of my bigger charms, ping that, and I'm going to cast Minor Image and make a much larger Ankylosaurus and make it just roar in its face, just roar, and spittle coming out.
Also a will save?
Yeah.
For disbelief.
Okay, it got a 20.
Oh, it sees through my
It
bullshit.
disbelieves.
Okay.
It disbelieves.
It's sort of
There's
and then it just looks extra annoyed and a little offended that you would put it through this.
It's like a caricature of it,
Right.
and it's
Like what?
That's not what
That's
you
what
look
you
like.
think of what we look like and how we act. Yeah, not very happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Racist.
I tried.
All right. In fact, because you did that, now it's probably going to come for you because its tail reaches very far. So it's going to swing it over at you now.
I should have blinded it.
How long is it got the dazzle?
Just one round.
Okay, so that's already gone then. It got a 20.
Oh yeah, that sure hits. I'm gonna go splat.
You're a little guy, so you take 11 damage, and you need to do that fortitude save as that tail comes really fast at you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's not good, guys.
Oh, not good, Mav.
That's 6.
Well, a 6?
A 6, yes.
Yes, you are going to be stunned for the next round by the strength and the force of that tail coming at you, just knocking you for a loop. And probably your illusion dispels as that happens because you can't focus or concentrate.
And it actually turns into the little ducks going around my head like
Tweet-tweet-tweet.
All right, Mabel, you're up.
I kind of see all this go down, and I run up to Nesper and I say, "Hold on, dearie, I'm coming." And I do my divine touch, and just go to do some quick heals.
Yes, you can.
Oh my god, bro. God, bro. Mabel is
So I can give you 10. You can have 10.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All
So
right.
you feel that divine energy flow through you, strengthening you.
I feel better, but I'm still stunned.
Yeah, still shaking
So
it
I'm
off.
just kind of like,
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Don't you worry,
How many
dear.
fingers am I holding up?
All right.
why are there 7 of you?
Cut me, Mick.
You gotta cut me.
Cut me, Mick.
The bear, Wilfred, our dear friend, is still trapped behind this thing. Let me see. Well, he's feeling pretty brave, so he's gonna try to attack from behind the bear or the dinosaur. He's gonna give it the old
Bless
college.
Wilfred.
He crit failed, definitely.
Oh, he's gonna give it the old college crit fail.
And no.
No.
All right.
No.
So instead, what happens is after the tail hit Neskim, it swings back around behind it, and as the bear is like trying to come at the back of it, it gets hit like right through the paw with like the spiky part of the tail.
Oh
And the bear lets out a roar of pain.
No!
And he's got a -2 on his attacks now with that paw for a while, and he's gonna take 3 damage. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Kurlak!
Well, I'm strumming, and as I look around, I realize that it doesn't really seem to have helped anyone that much.
You can continue doing it as a free action and do other stuff, so.
Even if I
notice
chose
Jay is
something
looking at
that
you.
I'm strumming.
Oh,
Jay
if you
is looking
change
at
what
you
you're
with
playing, that would be
eyes.
different, yeah.
No, I mean, it keeps going even if I'm not playing the instrument.
The bird thing's weird like that, but yeah, I believe it
Okay.
doesn't matter what the thing is. I'll
Okay.
double check.
Do the thing.
You have inspired us. You can stop playing now. Like, I think that's kind of the way it works.
I just kind of give this really big sigh, and I say, I never was very good at this.
Oh.
And then I reach around behind me again, and again, from nowhere, I pull out a great axe.
Oh, there we go.
And I
Yeah,
grip it in
oh.
both
It says
hands.
maintaining a bardic performance is a free action. It does not interfere with other activities, so you can just
Alright,
keep
so
Wow.
somehow the music, it's not great, but you can still hear it in your head.
It's stuck in our head.
lingers.
And I
Just
stalk
like all of Kurlak's work. Man.
Of course. Yes.
You just can't get rid of it. I stalk up to the dinosaur. Can I attempt to swing kind of like down and up into its belly?
You can. It's going to be at a slight negative, which I'll add to it. But you
Okay.
can try to do a called shot underneath it to sort of rip into it with that thing.
That is what I'm attempting to do.
All right,
And
roll it.
as I swing, I kind of go,
Yay.
and I
Live your truth, Kurlak.
get an 8.
Oh, that is not going to do it. It was harder than you thought it was going to be to get the axe under its body, and it just moves, and you just clink against the side of it instead. Kind of anticlimactically. Grumbles and
I kind of
Aggie.
look around to see if anyone noticed.
Did I notice? I did not.
Roll for notice.
I didn't. I did not notice.
All right, Brad, you're up.
definitely did.
Both of you.
So Grumbles is going to use his burrow speed to dig under the ground and up underneath Ankylosaurus and try and bite him in the soft underbelly.
Get it.
So he'll just
Get
use
him.
his bite attack this round.
Okay.
Get him, man.
He is still raging. And he rolled a 17 plus 6 with all the bonuses.
That
so
will
that'd be-
land, yep. So the badger disappears into the dirt floor of the cave, and then suddenly comes up underneath the dinosaur,
Mushroom.
bites it.
7 bite damage.
7 bite damage? Nice.
Yes.
All right. And Aggie, still invisible. What are you doing with your turn?
Aggie is invisible to the dinosaur. Everyone else can see him, and he's going to start humming like a kumbaya type tune and swaying back and forth, and you just see spores emerge from the top of this mushroom and create the euphoric cloud.
Hey, imagine Jigglypuff.
Similar.
And everybody falls asleep.
And he's going to center that on the Ankylosaurus. That'll be a DC 16 Fortitude save.
All right.
Does
If he
that
fails, he
hit
becomes
other people
fascinated.
or just him?
Anybody that's within 20 feet of the
God.
Ankylosaurus.
You're going to hate me,
Fortitude save?
but it got a nat 20.
That's fine.
So it's
Jesus,
unaffected.
I got-
Probably because it's busy roaring in pain from being bit in the belly by a surprise badger. It's not really paying attention to you.
That's another
Badger
shirt.
is all-
Surprise Badger.
Badger is
Surprise
also
Badger.
going to be a teeth break score.
The old surprise badger.
All right, Jay, you're finally in the game.
Well, am I blind from the spores? Yeah, or not? Can we say not, please, GM?
What did you say about that, Brad? Like how far it goes?
It would be a 20-foot radius around the Ankylosaurus.
Okay, yeah, you
Oh,
were.
around the Ankylosaurus. Okay, so I am not there yet.
Yeah,
but
you
I
were
do-
not
I
up there. You were
probably am,
still in
though.
the back. But Kurlak is in there. Nespip is in there.
What is it I
do-
need to roll?
Oh, I gotta roll for how many rounds that lasts.
Do I need to roll something to see?
Yeah, Brad, tell them what they got to roll and what their save has to be.
It lasts for 2 rounds, and they have to roll a DC 16 Fortitude save, or become fascinated.
Warlock succumbs.
Frickin' guy. This freaking guy. I swear to God.
That's 14,
Just
so I
trying to
didn't.
help, man.
So pretty.
Wage peace, not war.
Oh my
Pretty.
Like I'm stunned, but I'm like dreaming of whatever is going on.
Nespip is having a nice trip right now. Like that's
Oh yeah, he's actually in his brain. He's like skipping through a childhood memory of the gardens.
good
Sky is all
morning,
like rainbow
sunshine.
Yes.
The earth
Pink
For some reason, he has the
background.
gigantic lollipop. It's like
Teesprings,
I gotta roll
Chaz. It's
for
on Teespring.
Okay. Okay, here we go. I am going to get within firing range of this Ankylosaurus, and I want to shoot him with my gun.
shoot him with your gun.
Shoot him with my gun. Here we go. Fingers crossed, and ooh, hello, Dolly. That's a 26.
Oh yeah, like right in the armored face.
You're damn right. It's right in his armored face. And that is a, let's see, +1. It's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Nice. So a bullet strikes the thing like right between its horns, and it lets out another one of those like angry roars as it just got bit in the stomach, and now it's getting shot in the head.
And I just
What was
nod
the
and like
damage
good
on
old
that?
Seamus Graveless.
One
The
more time?
Damage was 6.
Awesome.
I'll blow out the smoke at least. Come on.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, there we go.
Nespip, get him.
Oh, sorry. Am I like dazed?
You're fascinated.
Fascinated.
I'm fascinated. So what does that mean?
Good question.
It means you can't stop just like staring right now.
I can't stop staring. Okay.
Here comes the
It doesn't
sun.
like stop me from doing anything.
You just stand and sit quietly, just kind of staring off into the distance as a hallucination of your own choosing
With-
plays
Look
out
at
in
me
front of your
and you.
eyes.
I do.
And you and me.
I dream of you.
All right. Well, the Ankylosaurus is pretty angry about what's going on right now, and there's a badger underneath it, so it's going to try to like scoot back, but the bear's back there, so the bear failed a reflex save. Ankylosaurus
Damn it,
backs
Malcolm!
up, and the bear gets kind of squished by it a little bit back there. You hear it letting out another grumbly sound of discontent, but it's gonna not be able to fully move away from the badger at this point. So the badger's still underneath there somewhere because it takes up 15 feet, and it's gonna swing out with its tail wildly. So I'm just gonna randomize who it's going after here.
No.
If this goes at
Uh,
Nespip, he gets a new save against fascination.
it is at Nespip. Sorry.
Oh, thank God.
You're the one hanging around here. So here comes that tail swinging at you for a 15.
Sure hits.
What are you gonna do, Sam? For your fascinating.
Yay!
And this was
I'm gonna
only
roll the big one.
this was like minimal damage, so it's only 5 damage. It's not
Oh,
as
wow.
close to you. It's not like direct because it's just kind of wildly swinging its tail.
So, what do I have to beat again?
16.
That is a 15.
Close but no.
Ow.
Close, but no cigar.
So even in my dream, I feel like I just tripped really hard in the garden.
Oh,
true.
oh, that's the worst. Your legs kick.
Yeah. All right.
You wake yourself up.
Table.
Ah! Alfred! Wilfred! Who are you?
What are you?
Yeah.
Mabel's
so
getting
I-
forgetful.
I run up to the dinosaur and I say, if nobody else is gonna hit this thing, I'm gonna hit this thing. And I whack him with my morning star.
Get it.
Mabel will go into the night believing that she was the only one to damage this thing. I know it.
Yeah.
Very
that
unaware.
is a 17 to hit.
All right, again, you're just gonna hit its bony plates on the back with that. That's not gonna actually do any damage to it because its exterior is too hard. The poor bear back there is gonna try to like shimmy loose. It can't roll over like an 8 is the highest it's rolled, so it's just struggling.
If this thing kills my bear, so help me God.
Relax.
Oh my god. Gonna end up like John Wick.
Well, Erlak failed his save against the Fascinate.
Oh
All
no!
dinosaurs.
I pull Trevor out of the sling, and I just kind of like start slowly kind of like doing this swaying dance with him.
With this giant slug.
Oh,
Oh my god.
We're having
oh, he loves it.
Trevor's
He
kind of
does
into it. Like, Trevor likes this flow. Yeah. All right, Grumbles and Aggie.
Grumbles is going to make a full attack while raging
Oh my
underneath
God.
the dinosaur.
How does a
The
badger
bite
rage?
is going to be an 18.
Yep.
One claw is going to be a 17, and one
Mhm.
claw is going to be a 22.
The one claw will miss, but the other one will hit. So, got
Okay.
a bite.
A bite and one claw. Ooh, nice. So 8 bite damage
Nice.
and 7 claw damage.
Holy cow. All right, the badger is just going crazy underneath, just biting at this thing and tearing at it. It's freaking out.
And Aggie is going to go, oh no, man, I didn't mean to get you. And he'll walk up to Nespip and do a cure light wounds. So, 1d8 plus
Meanwhile, in the
1.
playlist in Nespip's head is now on Sgt. Pepper's Art Club Band. And it's
So
like
you
that's where-
heal
It's
Ross,
basically just the movie Yellow Submarine now. It's
pretty much.
Ross, you heal 6 points.
6 points. Oh, I'm back up at full, baby. Thanks, buddy. The wizard, the gnome wizard is tanking right now.
All right. Jay.
Thank God. Well, okay. So I reload, and I think I can do that and shoot again on one turn, right? If I don't move,
Yep.
which I'm not planning on. So I want to shoot him again.
Get this
Here we go.
dinosaur.
Ooh, that's a 14 to hit.
That does hit because it's versus its touch AC. It just has to hit it somewhere, and physically it is gigantic and difficult to miss. So,
Amazing. Oh, amazing. Max damage. That's 10 points of damage.
Ooh! It lets out another staggered roar. So confused as everything's
At this
attacking
point,
it from
Jay
all
has done
sides.
some gun tricks, like some flips and twirls, and then just goes and gets him again.
All right, Nespip.
All right, am I still whatever entranced?
You are, unfortunately.
Still feeling
This is
it.
the last round,
But
though.
you feel really good because you just got healed, so now you're like, vibing there.
I know, but I'm having a violent dream right now. Like, but for some reason, that like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is still playing.
It's a very
Just
creepy.
slow and in a minor key.
Uh-huh.
So the Exosaurus, because it has a freaking badger like under it, just losing it, it's going to try to like rear up a little bit and then just like land on, just like sit on the badger. So the badger will get an attack of opportunity when it's doing this.
Okay. The dinosaur also has to make another save because it's still in the cloud.
So it only got a 6 this time.
It is fascinated.
So as it starts to rear up, it suddenly, like, starts to go back and forth slightly. So right now his stomach is kind of exposed because he's pulled back just a little bit, getting in this fascinated dream state himself. Mabel.
You said Grumbles gets an attack of opportunity?
No, because he didn't actually get to go through with his combat maneuver. Yep. Alright, Mabel.
You think I might have noticed that I didn't do any damage last time?
Yes. It was quite apparent.
Do I see this fleshy underbelly by chance? Can I do a call attack and try and smack him right in the soft spot?
It's easy because it's exposed right now, so you don't have the negatives that you would otherwise.
Okay. Ooh, that is a 18 to hit.
That'll get it.
All right. And that's going to be... all right. 12 damage.
Holy God.
Oh,
Is that in the Morning Star?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Mabel.
damn.
Heyo.
Oh, you just like swing hard, and you could feel it sink into like the thing's belly. You have to like pull a little bit to get it out, and then it's a painful strike. All right.
That'll teach you to hurt my Wilfred.
And then the bear steps right behind and just kind of makes a agreeing noise. He's having...
It's okay, sweetie. Mama's here.
Kurlak.
Kurlak is still fascinated. So
All right.
This is you'd be out of it now because
All
it's
right.
been 2
It
rounds.
breaks and you suddenly like see what is happening in front of you.
and I'm like eye to eye with Trevor.
And you're holding your slug, staring deep into your slug's eyes.
You just get an overwhelming sense that he loved you dearly.
Yeah.
Might be an after effect of the euphoric cloud, but he cares a lot.
Trevor
Not
truly
really sure
loves
what just
you.
happened, mate, but it was kind of nice. Would you do that again sometime?
And then I tuck him back in.
Whatever disagreements you and Trevor have had this day, you feel like you guys have made a reconnection.
And now I'm feeling really good, so I whip the great axe around again, and I glare up at the dinosaur, and I say,
This is for Trevor!
I'm really hard.
Yes, bro. Oh my gosh.
So good.
And I get a... Oh, and I'm still my... When I was fascinated, did that end my bardic performance? It did, didn't it?
That would, yes.
Okay. So I don't get... Is your bonus still going, Mabel?
Mabel's bonus is still up.
Should be. It lasts
Okay.
a minute.
So 18 to hit.
That'll it.
Oh, okay. I had to roll damage. Ah!
Dino roar.
Of course. Roll damage. 5. I do 5 damage. My greatness.
Hey, it's 5 damage that it didn't have before.
Son, you darn right it
And
is.
that is exactly enough, actually, to disable the Ankylosaurus. And lets out a roar. It was kind of like tipped back, so I'm going to roll to see which way it falls currently.
Uh-oh.
So, and the
Don't
answer
crush.
is backwards towards the bear. So the bear will once again get a reflex save to try to avoid being crushed. And then the bear rolled a 3.
Oh, Wilfred!
Oh no. If Wilfred dies, I am quitting Dice
If Wilfred dies, we
We're
riot.
just
I
all
am
gonna
holding-
rage quit.
this hostage.
Out of here.
Luckily, this bear has a lot of hit points, so you would hear the bear let out a forlorn noise. like underneath. It just kind of gave up. It's like, oh, this is my fate now. Be left buried under this dinosaur. The dinosaur is still conscious, but it's in a sort of disabled state, so it can't do much right now. All right, and that'll take us to Grumbles.
How much peace, love, dope are you into right now, Aggie?
Well,
You gonna kill it?
Grumbles is his own creature, man.
Okay,
And he's
man.
raging still. So he's just gonna go nuts on this dinosaur.
Very Dr. Jekyll
Get
and
'em
Hyde
all.
sort of.
Badger.
That'll be a 21 on his bite,
Oh yeah.
a 22 on one claw, and a 18 on the other claw.
Those all land on this exquisite creature, this dinosaur.
All right, that's going to be 8 bite damage and nine claw damage between the two.
Jesus!
That is literally exactly enough to kill it, as between his bite tearing open the underbelly and his claws ripping it open, the dinosaur's guts like slough out onto
Honey
the
badger don't
floor
care.
of the
He just eats
cave,
the scraps.
as the honey badger do not care and has snapped now as we are out of initiative.
Hey!
Ah!
Killed him!
I
Trevor
didn't do
pops his
anything.
head out and see that dinosaur's down and squirts a jet of like slug slime at the dinosaur, kind of in like contempt.
Yeah,
Because
you,
he wants to feel like, yeah.
you tell him,
It's hot,
Trevor.
Luigi.
Thanks, Trevor. At this point, I'm just kind of like cleaning out my gun and like got the little thing open, and I'm like,
The bear is
pipe
still
cleaner in.
trapped under the dinosaur's body.
oh, well, I can't help with that. I'm 3 feet tall and I'm cleaning my gun.
It fell to try to get out. So, like, the bear starts to push it, and then it falls back down like a spiky
Oh my
part,
God.
jabs it
It's
again.
oh,
Can I
It's like the
crawl
last
over
scene in
there and
Sandlot.
cast Groundswell on Wilfred?
We here to save the bear.
What is it? What are you casting, and what does it do?
Groundswell. It allows Wilfred to just raise the ground underneath him 5 feet so that he could get over the dinosaur.
He's under the dinosaur
Oh, never
currently.
mind
The
then.
dinosaur is on top of him.
we all need to
Wait.
band together. It's like the last
Wilfred's
scene in
under the
Sandlot.
dinosaur?
Yes.
Hey guys, give me a hand. Can we maybe
Yes.
push over, you think?
The bear? Is that what we're
Am
here
I
for?
like not fascinated
You
anymore?
finally breaks, yeah,
You're
because we're out of it
Yeah.
now.
Oh, I had the
Help
most
me.
terrible, wonderful dream.
So
Sorry
is,
about that, man.
Is Wilfred under the tail? Or like what part of the dinosaur is he under?
He's under the body of it because
The
he kept
body.
picking all the worst rolls, so it's always the worst answer.
Oh,
like right
no.
underneath. And the thing, remember, it landed like upside down, so it's the spiky, bony part is on top of the bear currently.
Oh,
I'll
Babel is
swing
just,
the
like,
sling
up
that has
pressing
Trevor
her
in
body
around to my
against it.
back, and then
Yeah.
go over and put my shoulder against the dinosaur and just try, like I'm trying to roll it off.
All
I
right,
follow
it's a
Kurlak's
strength-
noble example.
Strength check for those who want to do it. You're doing the main one, Kurlak?
Great work, guys.
Like right by the bear, yeah.
Can I help by casting Groundswell on myself, which causes
Yes.
a 5-foot square to raise up and help like roll the thing off the bear?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
All right, so make the main check, Kurlak, and then the others will roll to aid in a moment.
N.
Okay, 10, and then Jay. Did you help or
Oh,
hinder?
sorry. I'm Jay.
Strength check.
Oh.
Who am I?
I got a
Again,
nat
Carrie?
one.
Shut
up, Brad!
Okay,
have rolled
so
so many
Jay,
rolls.
remember how
Such an inordinate amount.
I said that its innards had like come out on the
Oh.
floor? You are trying to press yourself up against it, and you like slip on all of this goo, and you land and your head goes inside the belly, like backwards.
Like a tauntaun.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a horrible experience for you.
I kind of pull out and I just kind of like blank, and then I step back and I'm like, I'll be over here cleaning Seamus Grey balls, and I open up my gun again and I'm cleaning the chambers and
Phrasing.
I rolled a 15, if that helps.
I got a 21.
All right,
And
now
it,
you guys
like,
can do
lifts the ground to help prop the creature up.
a second attack on it, so to speak, and push it together, use the groundswell, and finally get this massive dinosaur off from the bear, who lets out another just like very sad, tired.
I'll
Is it too
walk
late to
over.
cast Stabilize on the dinosaur?
I'm gonna
Yes,
put my
the
hand.
dinosaur is dead.
I'm gonna put my hand on Wilfred and cast Cure Light Wounds.
Okay. Sweet baby bear. He's not a baby, he's a full-grown bear.
And he gets 11 hit points.
All right. So he perks up a little bit at that, and like kind of rolls his shoulders and gets up, and like goes over towards Mabel.
And I say, get out of the way, everybody. Let me see him. And I kind of go up and I say, Wilfred, you scared Mama so much back there. And I start doing like an invocation, and I do my healing invocation. And this is really for Wilfred, but all of you get to the advantage of it's like a fast healing of 3, I guess, each round. So does that work?
Sorry, one more time.
It's like it says I get I can do fast healing of 3 for every round, but
yeah.
we're not in combat.
So it'll just like go really fast, basically.
Yeah, for a minute you all just start to heal up, and
Yeah.
but it's mainly for Wilfred. But you can feed off
All
him.
of your little cuts and bruises and whatnot are all just starting to heal up at Mabel's words.
yay.
does this
And
look
the
like a
bear-
closed cave?
The bear looks much better. Is it a closed cave? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like is this the only
Yeah,
is
there
like a
doesn't
hallway
seem
deeper?
to be any other exit or anything like that, hence why the bear was trapped here. But the
There
bear
anything else in the
nuzzles
cave?
up against Mabel.
Oh, sweet boy. Let's get you home and get some nice stew in you. I've got a pot back at the house. It's your favorite, sheep stomach and radishes.
Oh,
Can I salvage a couple of like the armor plated scales?
Yeah, you can try. That would be a survival check.
Okay.
I look
Are
at
you searching the cave? I know I heard you say Kurlak. Was there anything in there?
Natural 20 on survival check.
Holy
for a
cow!
total of
Yes,
29.
you like very expertly can remove several of the scales. You will
I'll
get.
pick 4 of different sizes
Aww,
and the 2 tail spikes.
Ooh.
beautiful.
I look at Pip, and I look at Pip. I look Pip over. I'm like, "Are you hurt in any way?" And I just kind of ask.
Just my feelings.
Got anybody got a spell for hurt feelings?
No,
I mean,
But
I
I've
could probably
actually
help with that, man.
it is a spell. It's called therapy.
Haven't
What?
needed it. I
Yeah,
had a bit of a journey back then.
yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. You know?
Ah, we've all been there, young man.
Need to practice self-care.
Yeah, it's important. You know.
Did I see
And I-
anything else of interest in the cave?
Did you make a perception check?
8.
Nope.
I wanna look around the cave too. When I see Kurlak looking, I want to follow Kurlak's noble example.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Ain't nothing here. We may as well go back.
All right.
I look at Kurlak, but I'm still searching the cave just in case.
Jay, you take a closer look around and also make a wisdom check while you're doing this.
Okay. Oh boy, she is not wise at all. I still got 17. Oh my
Heck
god.
yeah! So you would see signs of like partially eaten plants and things that had been dragged in here. that you think might have been like what the dinosaurs' diet consisted of.
Pre-star.
So whatever reason it had for trapping the bear here does not seem to have been for a meal, as far as you can tell. And Aggie, you had known enough about these. You know that they're actually like herbivores, so he wasn't trying to eat the bear.
I think
Aggie.
he's just lonely, man. Everybody needs companionship.
Why don't you talk to the bear? You said you could talk to animals, right? You talk to the bear, and then you talk to Trevor and find out how happy he is.
I don't know.
How about I start with Trevor?
How about
He and
that?
we have a connection.
Trevor and
fine.
we had a moment. I mean, it was kind of in the thick of battle, but we had a moment. And we understand each other now.
You mind if I talk to him real quick?
Oi, Trevor! You want to talk to this little mushroom man?
Trevor kind of pokes his head up over the sling.
I'll speak with animals.
Okay, you cast Speak with Animals to speak with Trevor, yes?
Hi, Trevor. I just want you to know that this is a safe space for an open dialogue. And I know that you care deeply about Kurlak. I just want to help you both. How do you feel about being his percussive instrument during the performances?
And
Well,
Trevor
you know,
speaks.
Trevor speaks.
I'm a slug. I don't really have much else in my life, so I'm kind of okay with it.
Would it be more comfortable for you if you wore some of these armor plates in order to make a more musical sound?
Oh, that I kind of like that idea.
All right.
It look kind of cool.
I think it would. And so I will kind of sit down on the ground and like fasten these 4 different sized scales onto the slug's back
Make a
and just take like a rudimentary strike with the
Oh my
spikes and get like a
God.
xylophone type sound and then hand it over to Kurlak.
make a
If the slug
craft
could
check.
smile.
If anyone wants to help, they can, but it should be at least a craft just to see how rudimentary it is.
I can't.
It's gonna be
help with
pretty
this.
bad.
Anybody wa-
Mespip would be interested.
yeah, you can
That's
help
it. He's gonna try.
improve your
Roll an
idol.
18.
An 18?
Minus 2, so 16.
This is the most metal-looking slug.
Yes.
It's got like cool spikes on it now. It's got awesome like bony plates. And Kurlak, you can take him for a spin.
I'll hand the spike drumsticks over to Kurlak and just say, Trevor wants you to know that he cares about you deeply, and you're the biggest, most important piece of his life. He's just looking for a little more comfort and involvement and say in the way that you perform together. I hope the two of you are going to find peace.
2 big tears roll down Kurlak's face.
Oi, Trevor!
Kind of scoops him up with a big hug.
You're kind of pokey now.
And he lays Trevor down in his lap. So the plates are like on his belly then, or
Like on his back. Kind of
Like-
like a steel drum zone type situation.
I lay him down on his back like he normally gets played, but he like starts wiggling around and he flips himself over so that the plates are up.
And you're like, I get it.
Does it sound like a steel drum?
Yes.
And Kurlak I attempt to it takes a little bit, but attempt to
Make
kind of
that perform
make them- yeah.
percussion check.
Give her a +5 because of the new instrument or something.
19.
Oh, she doesn't need it.
She does
Kurlak
not need it.
does not need it. It's as if it was always meant to be this way. It makes so much more sense. It elevates your performance, Kurlak, to a new level. as this amazing sound quality comes out from the ankylosaurus plates now attached to the slug. And even though you can't talk to Trevor personally,
the sweetest music, man.
Trevor seems happier than he's ever been before.
Boy, you and me, Trevor, are gonna be famous.
And then Nespip is going to be like, "Hey, you did a good thing there, buddy." And he's gonna tap Agaricus on his back and cast Bungle.
Oh, God.
Karma, man.
Make
It
a
comes
real-
back around to get you.
Oh man, Brad earned that one.
For ruining his favorite show.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
Make that will save. What's the DC on that, Nespip?
Doesn't matter.
that would be
I
Defenseless, having never had anyone like have a friendly gesture for you in your mushroom life, you are fully open to the magic that courses through you, screwing you up the next time you try to do anything.
Oh God, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so...
And the bear lets out a big bear yawn. And stuffs his head against Mabel a few times.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. We'll be home soon, sweetie.
So I'm kind of wiping the blood off of my face. My I Heart Kurlak shirt is ruined. I need to buy another one, and they're expensive as heck. And I look at Mabel. I'm like, so, can we stay at your place for the night? Like, all I want right now is like a warm bed and maybe like a peach.
Oh, we can sort that out. We got some peaches back at the place, and I'm sure we can find some beds too.
That'd be great.
Have you ever, like, taken a peach, yeah, and put some cinnamon on it, and then cooked it, and then maybe get some sweetened cream and put it with it for some dessert? Have you ever tried that?
I am looking at Kurlak right now with more admiration than I thought was even possible, because I already admired Kurlak, and I just go, no, I haven't ever tried that.
If you got any of that, maybe we could all have some.
Well, I think I have some cinnamon.
Hey, all right with goat cream, I can fix you up.
Well,
Nespip,
put enough
you
sugar
got-
in it.
Nespip, you got any sugar?
I mean, no.
Just
No.
no.
Cinnamon and cream, it's gonna have to do then.
Yeah. Well, peaches are pretty sweet. Anyway, enough about peaches and cream.
I really love your peach.
You know what I mean.
Oh, jeez.
Middle school dances right there.
It's true.
Oh,
All right.
God.
So, with all of that done, and some friendships forged, some lives changed, you guys will head out of the cave and back to Mabel's house, where you can prepare your delicious new meal. Do we want to roll for our new cooking check? It would be
Yes.
a survival check.
Am I
Yes.
making this?
Who is doing the main cooking of the dish, preparation of the dish?
I think it should be Kurlak. It was Kurlak's
All right,
idea.
Kurlak, roll us a survival check, and then anyone who's assisting may also roll.
I'll aid. I do not help.
You just got,
Uh-oh.
no, more sugar to the point. You're like, oh, that was the salt. Sorry.
Well,
Keep it away from Trevor.
Oh yeah.
me. Anyone want to try one?
I'll
Sure,
try
I'll
one.
give it a try.
They're
I
really
eat one.
shriveled. They're like kind of smoking because I left them on the fire too long. And I definitely use salt instead of sugar.
Oh no, keep it away from Trevor.
And the cream has kind of curdled because I poured it on when it was still too hot. and there's like clumps of cinnamon stuck in places.
And Wilfred the bear pushes past you all and just sticks his face right in the plate of him.
Does he throw up?
No.
Good.
He seems to love it. Like, really love it. It doesn't bother his cast iron stomach.
Amazing. Good.
Because I rolled a 4. They were terrible. They were terrible.
Oh well, and I rolled a 4 as well to make them worse.
So you guys gather around and have this horrible food.
And yet, it's really not about the meal. It's about the friendships we made along the way.
Wow.
And Mabel like slaps a bottle
Except
of
for
brandy on the
Aggie.
table.
Aggie still sucks.
And toward the end of that kind of meal, I pull a new and I don't carry a lot of inventory in my bag, but I have a new I love Kurlock. And I give it to Jay.
Oh, I take it and I am like,
I don't
I'm
know
like
if it's the
overwhelmed.
right size. It's the only one I got in my bag.
I look up at Kurlak and I have like, I also have 2 tears. I'm just like, it's great. Thank you. And I just kind of like try to keep it together, but I like take off the old one and I put on the new one and it's way too big, but I don't care. And it's perfect.
It feels
And Nespit puts on the one that she just threw away.
It's got blood all over it.
Look at it! It's pre-blooded!
It's so metal.
Metal.
You are ready for the
How do
next
I look?
super metal show.
We gotta do. I'm sorry.
Mabel kind of pulls this big bottle of brandy out and like sets it on the table and says, "Hey, anybody want a nip of the good stuff now that we're back?
Yes,
I
before-
got this
Before
special
we get
from
done talking.
special from Ted Mixington down in town. It's a pretty good year."
It sounds great.
I'll take a glass, Jay. Nothing like a drink with friends.
Yeah, let's all do a shot, but like a one shot.
And that is where we will stop. The one
Let's all do
shot.
one shot.
The end.
Yes.
Hooray!
Well done. Yay, we did it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, audience, for creating these characters and this ridiculous story. Thanks, Delaney. Thanks, everybody who like.
Can we go through real quick one more time, Brooke, and say who made our characters
Yeah,
and
please
pick
go
them?
across. We'll just go from Mabel through.
Go ahead.
So Mabel Dunshire, originally inspired by the mind of Tom Mayer.
Who's in the chat? I
and,
see him in there.
Several liberties were taken beyond that.
Kurlak.
Kurlock and his trusty sidekick Trevor, in concept created by Cody Colvin.
Thanks, Cody. Ross.
And Nespip was created by Max Behrens.
Woo! Carrie.
Jay Grace was inspired by good golly, Miss Molly.
Woo!
Thank you very much, Molly.
And
Agaricus was created by Ian Brown, and man, he was just a lot of fun to play, dude.
He's just so fun.
This was a lot of fun, guys.
This was a good one.
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for joining us today. We hope it could bring you some laughs and smiles during all of this happy stuff going on in the world. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get updates when we are going to stream again, to like us on Facebook. You can follow and see all our events there. Next month, we will have the one-shot special backstory edition for one of our Dice Tales characters. So you can vote, is it going to be Seamus, Callista, Beyonce, Jill, or Leaf? And that poll will go up tonight. So make sure you weigh in the next week, and we will announce who that will be. That'll be our stream next month. And then we're back in the game after that actual Dice Tales campaign starting back in November, with maybe some one-shots peppered in along the way here and there, because this was a lot of fun.
This was fun.
And don't forget, if you are here, please to click the link, donate to Dog Story Theater. It's to cover storage costs. It's to help them find a new venue. when they can finally open again. We still feel very passionate about keeping them going and that mission alive. Thank you to Gaming Paper. Thank you, Character Case. Thank you, Sirenscape. Thank you, Mini Terrain Domain. And thank you for TJ Corbett. And check out that Into the Runescape Kickstarter while you're at
Runaverse.
Runaverse.
Into the
it.
Runaverse.
Runaverse. What did I say? RuneScape?
RuneScape is an
RuneScape.
amazing 90s MMO.
RuneScape. I just made my own thing. And
Yeah,
thank you
and,
guys for being here with us tonight. This was super fun.
Awesome.
We love you all.
We love
Mwah.
you. We've missed
Mwah.
you.
Mwah.
Make sure to go back and listen to our podcast too. We have a lot
Yes.
of episodes out.
Catch
If
up
you want to
on
follow
story.
our main quest, you can find us on Apple Podcasts and
Spotify.
Spotify and anywhere you find
Castbox.
podcasts.
Literally all the places
Dice
where the
Tales
podcasts
Live.
are.
Dice
All right.
Tales
You
Live.
got a good amount of time to catch up. You can
Okay.
do it. I believe in you.
Peace out, you guys. We love you. Stay strong.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye.